for. It's fine.
All the way
Tomorrow.
from out of the campy.
Yeah. It's fine. Tomorrow I'll be facing an electric crocodile and a flying knife. So this is fairly par for the course this week.
Like a knife with wings, or
crocodile.
just flying in general?
It depends
Knife.
what you count Steve from Monster Hunter as, to be fair. It's,
I was thinking
Sarah...
Pokemon.
No, I'm doing Monster Hunter. Because the update came out today, but...
Yeah.
But I'm streaming it, because it's story. So I've got to have it on stream. So I'm holding it in! Yeah, it's Lagiacrus and Seregios are coming out. So... Yay. So the flying pine cone with blades is one of the opponents. Comfortably nicknamed Steve.
Okay.
Which I'll see if I can find a picture, because I believe most people's points are, yeah, he kind of does look like a Steve. Let's see if I can find it.
So that's what happened. TR's first character.
Became a pine cone.
He became a pine cone.
Happens to the best of them.
It's not the best picture, but...
That's a pterodactyl.
It's like pine cone essence to it.
Look at this is a picture that shows very pine coney, right? They like slide like closed on him as well. But when he like roars and does attacks, they can and they've shed off and basically fire knives at people.
Nice.
I'm excited. It literally is. It makes you bleed. They're razor sharp. And there's obviously the guy, Chris, who's awesome. The giant electric crocodile eel. Ooh. I think this is from this is him from an older game.
Was he a dog or something? He's chasing his own tail.
No, he's swimming.
Yeah, but look. How he's
A little bit of
swimming.
chasing in tail action, yeah.
No, we're not. We're not doing this move in this. Okay. We don't have electric ball.
Not yet.
Fireball versus electric ball.
Lightning ball. Yeah, not yet. We might get that. See what happens. Depends what Alvina eats.
Fire lightning.
Alright, are we
A volcano.
are we all ready? We all got our copious amounts of water and fans and air conditioning.
I've got a fan. I've not got any water yet, but
I have my fan pointed at the back of my computer just to make sure. So I have an industrial
this?
fan.
He's more concerned about the computer than his own melting.
I'll be fine.
Understandable.
This isn't the hottest. This isn't the hottest I've ever been in temperature-wise, so I'll be all right. When you've been to Egypt and it's 45 degrees Celsius in the shade, you just kind of put up with a lot. Went to a water park and you had to wear shoes because if you stood on the rock with bare feet, your feet actually sizzled. Not kidding.
Your shoes would be sizzling too.
I was
They
complaining
were,
to a friend about
but
the heat.
not your feet.
Complaining to a friend about the heat earlier today at about 3 o'clock. And they essentially sent back to me, oh, it's the exact same temperature here as it is there. Except here, it's 10 p.m.
Yep. It's currently 30 Celsius where I am at the moment, which is pretty insane.
It's 25 in my flat.
27 here.
Oish.
I literally did. I was looking at my temperature gauge that my weather app on my computer just has, and I just went, "It's getting closer to 6, and it's just climbing." Great.
Well, that's a problem for in the evening. In the Graveyard of Death, it is a nice 5 degrees Celsius.
Oh, it's chilly.
Oh, lovely.
There is a spooky chill in the air. As we go around, are we already play D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. For those watching at home and in the future, Lou Grimm will be running around
yeah.
dealing with stuff in the background. Who knows? Who knows? Either way,
Lasers and healing.
Neil's not here. Yeah.
The real Lou is partying.
Party.
But we return
Can they get
to
drunk this then?
probably not. We return to episode 134, Death's Domain Part 3, where we will come hopefully to the conclusion of this encounter. Will the players change the very nature of death entirely, or will they themselves find themselves staying in this eternal graveyard? Anyone want me to find out? Alvina, what happened last time?
We created the cursed horde of the Jerrys, and we are now changing Zormir's name to Jerry forevermore.
No.
Yep, it's already been decided.
It's
Oh,
true.
did-
No.
Jerry, what happened last time?
Hi.
Hi, I'm
giggling-
Zeri.
Zarmir, and I'm
Oh,
giggling.
yeah,
at
I'm
the
also
fact-
Wolfie Bane playing Alvina, by the way.
I'm giggling at the thought of if we died here and actually were one of the challenges for some other future adventures, that would be hilarious. Just now you're onto this wave. What the fuck?
The former pie.
Yeah, we've gotten death fairly close to the
Is
end.
he on double digits?
Yes.
No,
I know he's
on
low.
triple digits.
He's on triple, okay.
He is in the bottom quarter of his health.
Yeah, I know we got him very low. For him.
We
We
just
still
need
got a lot
to-
of health.
You just need that final push, and now there's a bunch of copies
Death
of me. Copies of me sitting when ready to fight us. After
Don't be
fighting
ridiculous. These are upgrades. They have hellfire orbs.
Yeah, but these are scarier than you.
Yeah, but the Jerrys tried to be me as well, and also then I made them try to gang up on me too.
This is true. Alrighty, fuck you. What happened last time?
Fuck you, ran around slashing things. Probably threw something at death. Who knows?
It was very efficient, very effective. Gwent, Mossmile, killer of Jerry Zormir. What happened last time?
I'll be honest, the only thing I remembered is pulling out a huge heal.
You did the
And the
big
rest of the time.
press the button.
Tried to save people. Oh, I did a
Did?
ton of damage for once, which was a surprise.
Oh yeah, Death's on fire still.
Yeah.
It's true, it's true. And last but not least, Tomb Pointer, Death-aversary. What happened last time?
I got knocked unconscious, and then I got knocked unconscious while all the edgelords were fighting, so I couldn't give them rorty retorts. I think is the main thing.
Yeah.
And I preferred the Jerrys to the bone claws. They're much more likable.
Jerry, no.
Very fair. And Chris McKenzie, I will be your DM for today. We return having just spawned 5 Death Knights as they encroach upon the land, coming from the shadows, walking their way through broken fences, and you can see they all stand tall and imposing with their black obsidian armor, their eyes glistening red in a shadowy veil across their face and behind their helmet. And let's see then, each of them drawing a long sword, piercing it into the ground as they stand in formation, ready to attack. And the Reaper sits back down. Well then. Well then, let's see how this goes, shall we? Let's
Oh,
see
goodness, still
those
7.
feet dance.
Remember,
As
you
we
still got
go...
haste.
Uh-huh.
Haste for
Oh yeah, shit, I'm
Alvina.
hasted. I forgot about that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes, please reacquaint yourself with how you left off last time. Alright, Alvina, we start with you. The Death Knights
Okay.
stand at the ready, preparing themselves for battle.
I think Alvina is going to just. I think yeah, spreading out would be the best course. I think for everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Alvina isn't going to go for the one nearest. She's going to go for the one second nearest. Yeah. Just charge at that one. And try throwing out some attacks. I don't know. I know they're heavily armored, but I don't know their exact AC. So probably better to err on the side of going for advantage rather than brutality. So I
Probably
will.
better.
Yeah, at least it will engage a good one. 25.
25. Which weapon are you using? Amethyst
The
blade?
Amethyst Dragon Blade, yeah.
As you come in with the Amethyst blade, the Death Knight still stands there, both of his bony fingering claws, for he's not wearing any gauntlets, it would seem, wrapped tight around this leather hilt of his sword, still partially pierced into the ground. He doesn't move until the very last second as your sword comes in, and you watch with what can only be described as unparalleled amount of strength, potentially even rivaling your own. The sword flashes in front of you, and he blocks the attack.
Yeah, I forgot. I remember these guys now. They have parry.
As he parries your attack away,
Yeah.
hitting your blade.
Crash. 28.
But you are ever the quicker, and he is unable to return his sword in time for the second hit. You hit him.
Okay,
All
and
right.
he is sacked.
He
No
is-
brutality. No brutality.
No brutality. 18 plus 14 force. He doesn't have anything against force damage, so he'll take all of it.
Yeah, and he has disadvantage on his first attack roll, basically.
Against anyone?
Yeah, against everything. Just outright.
Okay.
Okay. Haste attack, that will not hit, will it? He's definitely
Unfortunately
got
not.
heavy on that. Do I have any bardics left? Doesn't appear so.
Did you use your one you got from Gwent?
The
Yeah.
hero die. It doesn't say hero die on my list, so I'm assuming so.
Okay.
That's why I literally just looked through. Do I have any left? Doesn't appear to be. So. Yep.
All right.
Ah.
Is that you?
No, cause I'm hasted. So one more swing with a hammer.
Oh, for a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crit.
Crit.
Bam!
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe how your crit hits with this hammer.
I imagine
do
he-
calculations.
Yeah, I imagine he's basically going pretty like high on his guard because he blocked the first one. I came with the second one. Came with the third one. He basically blocks it with his arm, but his arm's up, which means I swing him to just smash him in the chest with a hammer in the left hand.
He stumbles back aesthetically a couple feet, not enough to trigger anything.
He does actually, because I'm gonna push him. As well. Actually, I'm gonna knock him back.
Well, you do that, but that is not under his own movement, so it does not provoke an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I gotta find out how far he is,
That's
because.
fair. I'm popping back here into the bushes.
Because I'm not 100% used to the weapon finesses yet, but I should learn them. So where the hell did I write them down? Because I know I did. Okay, push is hit a creature, push the creature 10 feet away from me as long as it's no more than one size larger than you. So yes, 10 feet. So.
Well, he's already in the bushes. He's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
He can't go further into the bushes.
Yeah.
All right, Alvina, is that your turn?
Yes, it is. I'm flying a little bit off the ground, but I'm only like 5 feet up probably. So.
That's fair enough. All right, a little bit stunned at how well you knocked him back. Death Knights are not used to being knocked back. Fuck you, it is your turn. Let's see how many Steel Wind strikes you got
Yep.
left.
Just got the one left. But it is a 8th level one. So, first hit on the guy nearest me.
As you come in, he still stands at the ready,
For a 28 to hit.
but you are the quicker as he is unable to even perceive your attack in time as you flash behind him and attack. 25
25.
damage dealt.
And then the one here. I'm just going to roll the attacks.
What do you do?
Yeah.
And then here, then here. I don't have enough movement to get up to this one.
Ah, shame. Oh. Hey, 4 of them's still good. So. Yeah.
Miss. Miss. Oh, accidentally did that
Maybe.
one.
Maybe it's a bit.
Oh, wait. No,
If
you...
you might force a parry. I don't know if it 20 is their armor or not.
Ignore the 13 and 23 on that. Accidentally did that advantage.
That's fine.
Well, actually, you technically do have advantage on that one, actually, because it is a melee attack, right?
It is, but am I in range of your aura?
Alvin's aura is 10 feet, so he didn't actually get pushed back far enough to be out of it. So
that was...
Oh yeah, technically because I only pushed him 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll allow this.
so that
roll.
would have been on the 20.
No, it's the 18. It's on the 18 because it's the second one.
Oh no, he means he's using the 20 as the next roll.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it would be the 18, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's on the 18.
So let's just roll that again, see what it would be. 22 to hit.
22 does hit, and he's already used his reaction, so he can't parry that, so you're able to clip him while he's in the bushes.
So that one is
28
28 damage.
hit, but he is going to parry. 28 damage, I'll apply that. Having seen you strike his 2 allies out of the corner of his eyes, you watch as the third one is able to get his sword up in time to block your hit, anticipating where you magically appear. So the 20 misses, and then it was 24 on the last guy.
Yeah.
He does still have his reaction, so he too is going to bring his sword up in time to block your attack as he parries away your blade.
Fair enough.
But they have all used their reactions up, so, or at least 3
Except the
of
top
them
guy.
have.
Yeah.
The top 2 haven't.
Okay.
That's annoying, but oh well.
Hey, still damage, and you've burned the
Yeah.
reactions if nothing else, right? So it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, then Fucky's gonna pop next to this guy in between him and Alvina.
Strawberry man. Yeah.
Shrubbery. We demand. Yeah, that's gonna be
Alrighty.
fuck you.
The point, it is your turn.
Unfortunately, Chris. Well, I'm assuming
Hello.
Chris did this because I typed in chat what I was going to do.
Probably not, I don't remember.
So,
What are you gonna
I had
do?
a plan based on the fact that every other force has appeared in a group in the center.
That's not true, actually. The first couple groups came out of the graves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they were spread out.
Only the Bone Claws and the Jerrys were groups.
Fair.
And the Bone Claws needed to be because I had a whole shadow mechanic going on there. And the Jerrys was mostly for fun.
Well,
Because they were coming around for Zormir, so.
I'm going to stay 30 feet in the air in the middle here. Bardic for Alvina,
Thank you.
and a firebolt for this top left Death Knight.
Bard TP. Yep. Yours is still a D8, right? Hasn't changed.
Yeah, still a D8.
Cool.
And it's still a horrendous miss.
Unfortunately, he seems to almost absorb your fire in as you do so.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. I'm just going to stay out of the way.
That's fair. Is that your
Nice,
turn?
Scary.
That's my turn.
Alrighty then, Zormir, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Turn up here.
Ooh, one that still has its reaction.
Still,
Yeah.
the Death Knights are primarily watching the party in the group, watching how they fight.
First attack.
I do love Death Knights. I remember ages ago I used to know their stat block because they're one of my favorites monsters.
As you come in with, was this your fist?
Yeah.
You watch as the Death Knight brings his sword up, hits you underneath the elbow, and steers your punch away from himself, parrying your attack.
Okay, then.
Parry's so good.
Oh, I'm going.
Yes.
I don't think I used the D8. The D8 for your thing went be added to attack rolls, or
Yeah.
all right.
The hero's for everything, right? You can use it for. It's basically
Yes.
yeah.
All right.
It's a regular bardic inspo, which is very
I
good.
just had that. I could use that on one of mine.
Yeah, I think I used it for one of my attacks.
Unfortunately,
last
he
session.
manages to sidestep your second attack. He is a very well-trained martial combatant, and you can feel the expertise in his moves. Slow and methodical, but quick and precise.
Master warriors, these things.
Okay. Well, this one's going to be a bit tougher. I don't think I've got any bonus action that's worth doing, so I'm just gonna stay in his face.
Alrighty then, is that your turn?
Yep, unfortunately.
You watch as a almost flash of red light comes from their eyes. As each of them flashes in turn, there almost seems to be a hint of communication between them, as if they are thinking. As they all kind of look left and right, analyzing the battlefield. Okay. The one in front of Zormir, because we'll start with the top left. The Death Knight is going to pull his sword back into both of his hands, and he is going to bring it up and stab the earth in front of him as you watch his necrotic magic swirls down the blade as 5 rings of power appear above the hilt as he is casting a 5th level spell. Would anyone like to do anything?
Like
I'm
to?
out of
Yes.
cat
Can
spells.
do? No.
Yeah.
I didn't have any to begin with.
Nope,
And Blue, I think, is
nothing.
also pretty much out of
Yeah,
them.
I think he was out of them as well.
I don't think I even have counter spell.
I know one of the artificers can get it, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's you. So
No. What
I
would
think
it
it's
be?
the other. I think it's the other combat one, the one with the dog.
Yeah. I'm
Who's gonna
pretty
be
sure
running
I had it as
around?
tank.
And Lou is getting ready to go sneak into the Reaper to attack him. He's gonna be hiding here waiting. You can go over there for now, Lou. Just that way you're not
Scud.
in the way. They are intelligent and they do know how their attacks work. So
Yeah.
can he
These
get...
guys are effectively like level 8, like 18 paladins. I think is roughly what they're equivalent to. So they are
Yeah.
very smart.
The point, how high up in the air were you?
45 feet.
45?
45.
Okay.
They moved 30 more feet into the air because they were already flying.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay then. In that case, this Death Knight is going to steer, kind of twist his sword into the dirt as necrotic energy starts bubbling in the earth beneath, as a wave of necrotic destructive energy whooshes past Zormir and Gwent, washing the both of them, and I need Constitution saving throws from the both of you.
It's a magical effect.
It is a magical effect. It's a 5th
a
level
spell.
spell.
15's honestly not that bad.
Low for what they're going to be doing at you, though.
Well, then I will use my 8 as well, because why not? 17. So much better.
I think you might have missed it by
Yes.
1.
Unfortunately, you
fine.
have it's a DC 18.
Yeah.
Kind of expected.
As you both get hit with thunder damage for 11. I rolled
Ooh.
relatively bad there. That's pretty good. But as well, A 18 necrotic damage again. Oh, that one's always
Very-
kind of decent.
Yeah, the 11 was very low. The 18 was subpar, but not terrible.
So 11 thunder and 18 necrotic if you failed and you were knocked prone, or half that if you succeeded. So 5 thunder damage and 9 necrotic damage for Zormir. And you
you're
are not
100
knocked
again.
prone.
Oh no, you almost got rid of my temp.
You should never be allowed temp workers, Zoma.
Oh no,
We're
you
not allowed
almost
into.
you almost got rid of my field there.
This is where the other one does the same thing back towards you, because it's not a bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to remind myself of the abilities of haste besides the obvious ones.
Okay. As we go up
Would
to
it be-
the
would those be put together, and what would the DC for concentration?
It is one. It's considered one hit of damage, I believe.
14 DC.
Okay.
Wait, no. 10 DC for you.
All right then. Doesn't matter. I've got plus
So it
10.
wasn't above 20.
Gone.
Forgot to have. Yep. Alright, we go to the second Death Knight, and he begins strolling out into the arena. And I need to double check what the range of this is. Ooh, 60 feet, huh?
Bang! Out of the sky.
Oh.
Then again, this is more fun. Let's do this one.
Ooh.
He is, and this is also 60 feet. Yeah. He is going to kind of just walk up towards the point, and you see him point his sword at you as a almost tendril of shadow appears, as well as 2 rings of power as it races towards you, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
This is a
You're
second
good at
level
wisdom saves, right?
spell.
No, apparently less than I thought, but...
I'm gonna use my hero dice on that.
Obviously, 19 I think
Uh,
will be
for
fine.
second level, actually, no. Yeah.
18 was what the
Yeah.
other DC was, so I think you're fine.
If now.
Yes, their DC are 18. You are not paralyzed.
Yay.
Thank God.
Whee! Crunch.
Alrighty then. We're gonna go actually diagonal down to the one next by Gwent, as he is going to cast a bonus action, and you watch as his sword becomes reefed in flaming necrotic energy.
Mate,
Cool,
Since
buddy.
Gwent, since Gwent is prone, he is going to come down and hit Gwent with advantage. If I can remember the button for advantage. Oh, there we go.
Don't feel you need to. It's fine.
got okay AC. He might whiff.
As he
No, he
crits
didn't.
you,
No, he didn't.
That
You
was not a
could-
whiff,
he could have,
Wolfie.
though. He could have whiffed, though.
and he also did have staggering might on. So that is
Okay.
going to be an extra bunch of damage, an extra 31 damage. He
Is
was
it all those numbers on the screen? Just to
no,
check.
no, he was using 2 hands, so it would be the second lot of damage. So, what is slashing or
Plus
this?
10 plus 17 plus 14. 84 damage.
It's 24 slashing, 29 necrotic, and then 30 from the smite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the right damage, because that's the double-handed one.
Yeah.
So you can ignore
Yes.
the 18 on the left.
Oh yeah, it's 84 damage though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember when I did say these guys are paladins?
I've gone from 125 down to 12.
You're alive though. Not for very long because death's gonna go soon, but still.
And
Yeah.
also, because these guys have 3 attacks. He is going to hover over you, and in a very deep, gravelly voice, you hear, do you speak Abyssal?
I don't believe so.
You just hear, Ach, no, I want risk. Ach, no, I want risk. As he starts shouting it at you. What do you reply?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I
I don't
like-
need the bathroom right now.
I kind of have something I'm interested in, but thanks a lot. Your sword is very nice and on fire.
Oh, 1 second, because staggering also does something else.
I think
The
it
target
can stun.
makes a wisdom saving throw for disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Gwen, I need a wisdom saving throw against staggering smite.
You're fine. You got
Wisdom
it.
I'm okay with.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, you just take the extra damage. You don't become disadvantage. He switches to common. Submit or die.
Also, Chris, are these the only people that can speak Abyssal in this dimension? Because Abyssal's demon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I just realised that. Wait a minute. There's no demons here. Cool.
So what do you say, Gwent? Submit or die?
I would rather not submit, if you don't mind.
He attacks you. A 29 to hit for 13 slashing and 18 necrotic.
I'm gonna upcast Silvery Barbs, so he has to use the lesser one.
I'm sorry, you didn't do that for the crit?
23 beats me anyway.
I know, but it wouldn't be a crit.
I
They were
was
confident
hoping.
they could take one that were at full health, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. Then yeah, he'll take the 16. As you just managed to, I guess, how do you describe how you get out of the way of this attack?
Hug onto his leg. So he kind of pulls it, doesn't want to crack himself in the knee.
Well, he has one more attack as he comes in and hits you for a 26.
Oh, got no more reactions, so that's me. 12 exactly. Good. Oh no, was it the 13?
It was
13
the
slashing
13
and
plus
23 necrotic.
Yeah, so I'm down. Boom.
But to be fair, he can't hit you for 2 death failing saves, which was going to be his plan.
Yay.
What?
As unfortunately, Gwent is dying. However, we still have 2 more of these guys, as this guy is going to get himself out of the bush. Just watch him pick a twig out of himself.
Ew.
And
It's fine,
he
we've
is,
got a Lou. Lou can help you.
he is similarly going to reef his blade in a 2nd level staggering smite as he goes to what does he want to do here? The staggering might doesn't knock you prone. What's the other one you had? Searing?
But he's got searing and I know they have searing smite because searing smite's the fiery one, which I love. Not too great at either of us here though.
Alright. Yeah, he's just gonna do bonus action, staggering smite, and he is going to go in for an attack against Fukyu. I believe he has disadvantage on his first attack.
Yep.
Alright, he is going to come in for a 13 to hit Fukyu.
Yeah.
Miss.
Not a crit! Not a crit! That was
Yep.
another crit, by the way!
Not a crit.
Woo.
Alrighty, and then his 2nd and 3rd are flat rolls then?
Yes. Yeah, Sap only works against the first roll.
Let's see.
Cool little
Did
ability
want
just
go
to get.
pretty quick. Yeah, let's just go for a regular attack for now. A 14 to hit,
Miss.
and finally an 18 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Ooh, then he hits with 15 slashing and 23 necrotic as he manages to cut you on the last attack. Not significantly,
Thank
but a nick. Alrighty, that is... oh, he did hit you, so he will also get Staggering Smite, so I need a Wisdom saving throw. As you take an extra 15 psychic damage.
21.
And you succeed, so you are not staggered. Alrighty then, the last one is going to step up, and he is going to point his sword at Alvina.
Yep.
And I need Alvina to give me a Wisdom saving throw against a 2nd level spell.
Yeah, it's not a charm, I'm assuming, because I think it's
It
hold
is
person,
not
right?
a charm, it is
Yeah.
hold person.
10.
Unfortunately, you failed the DC 18 and are paralyzed. You can make
What?
a repeat save at the end of your next turn.
I just want to check something. I
Oh,
can't
for,
remember if
movement?
Ring of Freedom of Movement gives me immunity to paralysis.
Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, that's what I think it is, but I'm not 100%, so I just need to check. Yeah, I'm immune to paralysis. Magic can either reduce my speed or cause paralysis or restraint.
Luckily for you, let's see, does any of the other effect apply? No, because that's the only part. Okay, then you are unaffected by their hold person.
Hey!
As once more, all of them flash red with flashes of red in their eyes as they share this information with each other. They will not make that mistake again. Gwent, give me a death saving throw.
What?
Pass.
No.
You're not dead. Lou does stuff in the background. It is the Reaper's turn. Everyone roll me a d6, including Gwent, as the Reaper pulls out his revolver.
Shoot me, bro.
Yeah, Zomer actually wants to be shot. That's
It's
beneficial.
almost
for
still
him.
with it.
Alrighty then. Because of the way Gwent's name is formatted on my screen, only Zormir is on a second line, and I was like, why is
Yeah.
Zormir rolling a second time?
It's why I've not put out. It's why I just use my player name on Roll20 instead of Alvina's, because it would get really awkward otherwise.
That's true, it's true. Okay, Zormir, you are the only one fired at. I assume you're still above 100 health.
Yep.
Okay, the revolver, you watch as the Reaper does click the revolver several times against the other players, but appears to be out of bullets as he requires to reload next turn.
Yay.
But we return to the fray. Alvina, it is your turn. You are not paralyzed.
Yay. Hey, fuck you. Do you want help with this guy, or do you think you can take him?
Yeah, definitely need help.
Go! I can't remember. Are we using flanking?
Don't believe so.
Double is cool. I could not remember, so we'll just fly to here. And yeah, I think it's still worth going with the advantage attacks over brutality. 24 probably gets parry.
Yes, 1 second. Just double checking something real quick. And you're going into one next to Fukyu. He has no reason not to parry. So yeah, he's going to use his reaction up, and he is going to parry away your blade once more.
Okay. I will continue swinging. 23!
23 will hit. He is unable to keep up the extra movement he requires for parrying as you just come in like an onslaught.
Blender!
Another 24 damage. He takes it. He is bloodied but still standing. Though you can see several tears in his armor now.
I will sap him with the sword again, so he's got disadvantage on the first attack. And I will... Yeah, I will push him back again. Only 5 feet, though, because I can push him up to. So, yeah.
Fair enough. You've thrown back in between the bushes.
And I'm going to fly 45 feet up.
Okay. Fukyu, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Actually, wait a minute. Haste doubles my movement, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly 80 feet up.
So I'm now outside your aura, is that right?
Yes, you are outside the aura.
80 feet up, you'd hope so. Do you remember you have to fly back down to attack?
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I flew 80 feet up instead of 90.
Okay. Fucky's gonna run up to Bushman.
Yep.
And as much as I can do is just attack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a crit.
Hell yes.
That will hit then.
8 damage.
He takes it.
And then run.
He is still standing.
This guy doesn't happen to be a giant, right?
Unfortunately not, he's an undead.
God.
And Fukyu's out of there.
Yep.
Mm. That's my thought. It's like with these guys, they are significantly tanky enough. Probably don't we want to play this smart. Yeah. Was my thought.
Oh yeah, I mean they took down Gwen in one of them in 1 round.
Oh, hang on.
I mean, speaking for yourself, standing still and getting twatted. That's the way to do it.
Luckily Alvina has freedom of movement, or she would have just
Oh,
been paralyzed that whole round.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Hang on, let me double check, make sure I've got it right. Haha. Yeah. Bonus action, healing word, Gwen.
Yay!
For
If you get 1, it'd be very funny.
9.
And it's appreciated.
Alrighty then.
I mean,
I believe that's
it's
Fukyu.
also their turn. Oh wait. Yeah, it's also
Nope.
their turn before.
Gwen.
Yeah.
But no,
Right,
here's the
keep Brink
thing.
dead.
If Gwent wasn't, then Gwent was guaranteed dead without the healing one.
True.
It's true.
This time he's only likely dead.
He can still dodge. He can still roll.
That's why it's possible.
The point, you were hovering above, you have been attempted to be paralyzed, but you managed to fight it off. What would you like to do?
Saying I've got 2 potential courses of action here. I'm just checking spell slots if I can still do what I'm planning to do. No, I don't think I can.
Oh, tragic.
It's fine. I think my number 1 course of action is to just annoy this guy as much as possible.
Okay, but he
If
does
you
have
can't-
ranged spells.
Just gonna cast
Just
Entangle
wait.
at his feet.
On this guy here. Okay,
I
well,
think
I'm
he'll
making-
break free of it. I just think it'll be funny. It's a
Might
strength saving
slow
throw.
him down, right?
Strength save. Oh, Larcy doesn't actually have a strength save, but he does have advantage. 19
It
fails.
is.
It's a DC 20.
Hey!
So he is restrained and he can repeat the save as an action on his turn.
As I read,
Okay.
I believe these guys are paladins. They have a high strength, but they don't have the save proficiency.
Yeah, and I'm gonna-
if memory serves, so.
Go diagonally this way, 15 feet.
As you continue fly running away. Zormir, it is your turn then.
Right.
What would you like to do?
I'll go continue fighting this guy.
Very well. As you come in with another punch. Are you able to get under his defenses? No, unfortunately, he is just as tanky as you are. Well, not
I'm
quite.
gonna
More
reroll
health
that
than
one
you
with
have.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Ooh, this early in the game. Okay. That is
25
your
calling
prerogative.
it.
Right,
Calling it 25 here.
13 again.
right.
I'll call it 25 because it gets parried.
I see.
Which is more painful, I think, than getting rid of 13. Hey!
Hey!
Natural 20.
Natural 20
You have
can't
to
do
roll
anything
damage.
about that as you manage to find a weak chink in his armor.
Right.
Means you have to roll damage again.
Uh,
And be a thunder as well.
what's my
68. Yes, you don't get the +5 to that. So it'll just be 68 and then your 2 thunder.
Thunder D8, so blue.
Yeah, your 2 thunder die. Okay. Oh, that's looks quite a nice round number. 40.
40 plus. Did you roll the 2d8 for thunder? It's 14.
There.
14. Remind me what damage type you're using.
That's thunder and
Radiant is what you had
radiant.
it set to.
Cool. That's good because they're immune to necrotic. My advice: don't use necrotic.
Yeah,
Don't
I
use
kind of-
necrotic against the Death Knight.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the main
there goes
reason.
my plan for next turn. All
Nah.
necrotic, nothing else.
That was the main reason he switched away from it from the very start.
Right, it's someone a lot of undead are immune.
It's true. Zormir, you have managed to hit into them. I believe that was your first attack, so you have a second one now as you manage to significantly impact this Death Knight.
22.
22. Unfortunately, though, the Death Knight recovers quickly, for he does not have pain receptors, and he parries your second attack, preventing another blow.
It forced a reaction, so you can leave if you want. Don't know why you would. But
No,
Because strategic positioning is probably to your advantage in this one.
yeah.
And gonna bonus action. Use my last guardian field.
Restore those temp.
Need to track something out on all of them.
And I'm gonna
Oh,
move round him to be behind him.
Ooh, smart play. Right to hit Lou.
Alrighty. Zori, I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
As we return once more back to this group. This guy has realized that Alvina cannot be paralyzed because that definitely failed the save. This guy is going to get up. Not tried attacking yet. He's got a couple more of these in him. So we're going to start with Alvina's one. He is going to bonus action staggering smite his blade again. Now he has advantage and disadvantage on you, correct?
Well, I'm 80 feet in the air, so
Oh yeah.
he
do
can
it.
try.
He can definitely try.
So-
He might have
So
flight. I don't remember the spells, but I went up because I assumed he's probably mad at me at this point. This one.
How high can he jump and then cone?
Yeah.
So Alvina wouldn't suffer the effects even when haste does go down. Then would you not? Because if you can't be,
What's Paste's downside?
You are lethargic for a round. It doesn't say you're paralyzed or anything.
all right.
It can't move or take actions until the end of its next turn. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah, they thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He is just gonna point his sword at you then, Alvina. Ooh, did you say 80?
8-0. Yeah. So if he's got us 80 feet spell, he can hit me.
Ooh, you're actually out of range of that one.
Hey.
Ooh, interesting. No, used to having people be outside the range of these spells. You're still high up.
I know there was a 60-foot one, which he pointed at point. So it's like I don't.
You were so high up that just nobody could see you. You're eclipsed in the darkness now. Okay.
You see a pair of wings in the dark. There's just a glow and like a little sun in the sky.
Just for future reference, that was 80 feet up his eclipse in the darkness, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're that far up into the night that there is no sky here.
Yeah.
You're practically in the shadows now at this point. Luckily for you, I just didn't really think I needed to put a ceiling cap on this.
Yeah.
He is going to sit down and do nothing.
Fair. He's like, well played. He just points to me, goes, well played, and then sits down. I respect it.
Alrighty then. Let's go over to one by Fukyu. Fukyu hasn't done anything in terms of hiding or
Reference,
anything that
Chris.
puts it
I've
disadvantage.
realized
Yes.
something I can do. I'm not going to do it. I could genuinely just stay up here and shoot them. I'm not going to do that because that's boring, but I could do it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's not a bad idea.
It would also probably kill the rest of the party to be me here for the next like 45 minutes on my own.
Keep it in your back pocket for later.
Yeah, it's like,
Hold One second, I'm actually just checking if any of their spells are like over 60. Dispel magic. I can do that to the point.
Is it magic though?
I mean, depends. What's causing
I'm
your
fine
flying?
with asthma form.
Oh no, that's biological.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, so I can't dispel you. What else is above 60 here, huh?
So I am exactly 60 feet up if they come and stand directly below me.
You know, hilariously, I think the only thing they can do is their Hellfire Orb.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I was going to throw at the point, so
Yeah.
it's not as much doing that against Alvina, but it does necrotic damage as well.
Necrotic hurts, yeah. I've not got anything against necrotic. Hilariously, actually, it's not that much against the point either because there is the necrotic.
Yep.
The two characters I have to use this on, you're bloody resistant.
Yeah, we're resistant to half each.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alrighty then, let's step towards Fukyu and go toe to toe. Bonus action to get a staggering might, and let's go in with a long sword. This guy doesn't have any disadvantage or anything, so long sword attack for a 29 on Fukyu. That'll be 6 and 16 for 24 mix of slashing and necrotic.
Take it.
As he comes in for a second attack, it's only a 14.
Miss.
And he's going to strike once more for a nat 1.
Miss.
Damn. Okay.
You're stuck
Use
on
fencing with the guy. Is my man.
Oh, he still does hit in the first one though, so I still need
Yeah.
to do staggering
He's
might. A
fine.
wisdom saving throw, please. And an extra 9 damage, psychic.
I'm gonna investigate that.
Yeah, not much up.
Actually, no, I've still got my D8. Let's do that first.
Oh yeah, if you get a 5 or more, right?
DC 18.
Hey!
Alright. Okay then, so you are unaffected by staggering. You take the extra 9 psychic damage.
Yep.
Because you got 2 ones there. And that's it. He misses the second and third attack. Guys are rolling real bad against Fukyu.
It's fuck use immortal. We know this.
Yeah.
Yep. You sat down. You went over there. Let's deal with Zormir's one last. Let's go over and throw a Hellfire Orb at the point.
Bring it.
Max
Hurls a
damage.
magical ball fire. Let's go to the point 120 feet. Each creature in. I'm assuming nobody's within 20 feet of you. A dexterity saving throw, please. As he throws a Hellfire Orb at you. Whoa.
That's a big damage. Thankfully, the necrotic was the higher one. So.
I don't want to use it here. I'm going to try and use a hero dice. I'm not sure if it'll help.
You need an 18. So
I
another
don't
5.
remember. I don't remember if this is a half. I'm assuming it's a half damage one. So
It
half
is.
again for the 45.
Exactly 18.
Hey!
Exactly 18. Then yes, fail or half as much damage on a success.
Oh, it's up.
So you'll need to half them once and then
Nice.
twice for the necrotic. So 18 fire and 11 necrotic.
29.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yep.
Could have been a
Not
lot
bad
worse.
bit.
Mm.
Still
Let's
ow.
see. I have to deal with Gwent. Gwent, how convincing are you of playing dead?
I would like to say very convincing.
Extraordinarily.
Alright, give me a performance or deception check of your choice. Let's see what their passive insight is. They do have a plus
They're
9.
both the same.
Hey,
Oh.
not very.
Just coughing a lot of blood up like.
Did you say that?
I am dead.
Their passive insight, if you're
Higher than
using
But if it's high,
their
oh,
plus
it's not as high as 9,
9,
surely.
would be 19 then.
Okay, I can't flash you.
Unfortunately, Death Knight's highly insightful and analytical. Not that intelligent, but very wise and very charismatic. They have one specialty, and that's it. Couldn't tell you anything about history, but you know how to fight. The Death Knight is going to look down at you, Gwent, and put pressure on one of your legs, forcing you to make a small gasp of noise. as he checks if you're alive or not. And once more, in his gravelly, common voice, he will say, "Submit or die, Centaur."
You can tell he's a centaur. He can see through your illusion.
That's concerning.
Yeah.
You are an amateur at this. And I spit on him. Like,
Wow.
I've had
Damn.
my legs breaking so many times. Amateur. Death Knight.
That's not how you break a man's leg. What you do is. That was a sick line, by the way. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what he suffered when he was in the... before we came here.
Do you want Destinies for cool lines, Chris?
Yeah, if the rest of the group thinks it's really cool.
I thought that was really cool. That was awesome.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and have a destiny point for that.
Oh, mercy. I may be using it in just a second.
Kind of, he starts to like kneel down at you, leaning on his sword as if it's a cane, and stares at you. You have much resistance.
More than you would think.
Time to think. And he is going to reach out his hand towards you as black necrotic energy starts spiraling and coiling around his arm as it touches you. And I need a charisma saving throw against a 4th level spell.
23.
Oh, damn.
Surprisingly charismatic.
What do you mean, surprisingly? You learned you had that abs are great once, and then.
The memory of abs.
Yeah, it's the memory of abs.
As you refuse to yield to his magic, you watch as the energy evaporates around you. And you see his eyes almost kind of squint at you. That was mercy. You have denied. Very well, you have chosen your fate. As he's going to stand back up, and you watch as his blade starts swirling necrotic energy again, as he is preparing to attack you, but that will be his turn for now.
Hell yeah. Survived another round, Gwen.
Yeah.
Which one used their health bar? I need to mark these off. Cool. You don't have yours anymore. The rest still have theirs. Okay, the one in front of Zormir is going to look at him. Your defense is impeccable.
Thank you.
But you still expose weakness.
I'm
As
working
he-
on it.
Then we shall both work on it. As he is going to conjure a Hellfire Orb and drop it.
On you.
As I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
This is where I wish I could actually punt it with the shield and just knock it away from him.
Yeah. No spell breaking shield, sadly.
No, and I don't have a so X.
I believe that's
And
a
this is
fail.
this, and this isn't a magical.
It's a magical ball of fire, so yes.
Okay.
The spell-like ability, this one. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it
Good.
says magical description, which is about the only time when they count.
Because one of them was an actual one. And what's gonna happen?
I don't think you have a flash left, because I think you used your last one. Like
I'm
last
gonna
week.
check.
Yeah, I think you used your last one. I'm not 100% on that. Do you have
Well,
a
if it
bardic
makes you feel any better,
inspiration?
he also failed his dexterity saving throw.
No, I've still got 2. Oh, flash. Bring it up by 3.
19.
19?
So you do have it.
Okay, so you take half. So you'll take 17 fire damage. and 16 necrotic damage.
Oh. 17 and
16. For 33 altogether,
in. Oh.
which is a DC 16.
Okay.
And ironically, he takes the full fire damage.
Yeah, he's completely immune.
Mhm.
Hilariously, he took one more damage than you, so man.
26. For
Yep,
concentration.
26 succeeds. Okay, that is his Hellfire Orb taken out as well. Ironically,
try.
he is... he is also looking kind of worn up, having taken the damage himself, and I think he nearly bloodied himself with that, actually. As he looks up at you. Then we fight with sword and shield. And he is going to send energy down his blade as he prepares it for the next round.
I really want one of those swords. It's probably a regular long sword, but I want one still. I imagine they look cool.
Yeah, pretty much, because he's just casting bonus action smites on himself.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I don't know if the
that's
necrotic
all...
damage is just them. So.
It should be, they're Death Knights. I'm pretty sure any
Yeah,
weapon
my
they pick up-
assumption is it's just. Yeah.
I believe that's all of them. Gwent, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh.
Stand up.
Okay, yeah. Yep, that is option number one. So, I'm going to use part of the Death Knight to actually start lifting myself up, just dragging myself up a bit.
Arm round his shoulders.
Like, I'm on his boot first to try and get up, like, yep. And as I'm standing, I start to glow, because I'm going to start to harness some divine power as my bonus action.
Nice.
And then when I stand up, I'm just going to look him in the eyes and say, this doesn't work, you're still a bitch. I'm going to cast Divine Intervention.
Oh my god. Alright!
And I'm going to
God!
see if I can, invoke God to sweep the Death Knights away, is the plan.
You do realize it's
That's
Reaper's
the
turn
ask.
next.
He's reloading though.
I'm not going to survive, so it's okay.
Also, the Reaper's reloading, so we've got a turn.
I suppose. That wasn't really his reloading ability technically isn't connected to the wave summoning ability.
Oh, fair. Oh. They've never coincided, so.
Yeah.
But would not know that, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably allow it anyway. Especially if this succeeds, it's so rare.
I never do
What?
cleric stuff, so I thought, why not?
Yeah, Gwent really pulling out the stops, which to be fair, I think shows how balanced this, how on the knife's edge this encounter is. Gwent actually having to be a cleric.
Yeah. Actually having to speak to God, religion stuff, who would have guessed?
Alright, Gwent.
Who'd have thought it?
Ironically, I was going to take the first break after this, so this would be a good not cliffhanger, a good part to end on to see if you fail or not. Give me a D100. Let's see if you get below, what are you, 17?
12. Nope, needs to be below 12 on cleric level.
If you multi-class.
Wait,
Yeah. I'm multi-class.
Yeah, multi-class rogue, aren't they?
I
Because
forgot
that's why
about
they're
that.
so
Yeah.
mobile.
For the running and for the escaping.
I don't pay attention
The
to
rogue.
what.
And also, we're all
level
level 15
people have.
anyway, so it definitely wouldn't be below.
Yeah.
It
I'm
also
happy
definitely
to bump
wouldn't
it up to
be below
17 if you want, though.
Yeah.
Alright, below 12, let's go.
Yes!
Oh my god.
This is the second time you've passed, by the way. You have rolled 2 divine interventions and passed both. God is listening.
Turns out your god just fucking hates death.
I mean,
Also,
it is
you
the
might
god
be
of life.
their only cleric. They might be your only cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's constantly watching like a creep.
Okay. Describe to me how your god responds.
I assume, based on our relationship, all I hear is very much a. and then I start to glow outwards, like he's actually having to do something for once.
Holy Nova.
You all watch as
Incoming!
a wave of light washes over you. Since you're effectively taking the destruction route, you watch as all of the Death Knights crumble into dust, as if
Ow!
the highest level of Turn Undead has been cast.
And
Damn,
with my
Gwen!
free action, I'm going to turn around and double finger salute the Reaper. Woo! Death Knights!
I'll bet you hear from up in the mist like, Jesus, Gwen! Nice one!
Now, out of
Let's finish
curiosity,
this!
Alvina, what would of your next turn have been?
I would have actually dived down and try and hit the guy while he was on the floor.
Then, for my own curiosity, could you give me a charisma saving throw?
Ooh. 14. Unless it's a charm.
Would you have? It is not a charm. Would you have done anything?
Yes. I would have used the bardic inspiration for a save. I don't know what points buffers for a save.
I think it's 10 hit points on a save.
Would have been a 16, so wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. So.
Okay. Just because the guy who sat down had a banishment on hold.
A banish.
Yeah, if you flew in, he was just gonna banish you.
Not a bad shout.
Funny.
Yeah, but never came to pass.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
cool.
The wall is down. The Reaper is reloading. We're not going to do the next wave in honor of Gwent's miraculous 5.
Yeah.
Actual miracle, yeah.
Actual miracle right there.
Actual miracles going on.
But that is where we're going to take the first break. You have one full round to try and kill the Reaper before he sends in 5 liches.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm fine not getting the Death Knight sword for that, by the way. That was too epic.
And
Yeah.
you have.
Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to plummet onto this guy.
4 attacks into his face.
Yeah.
Alright, I will see you all in a couple minutes.
Oh, I'm going to grab a drink as well, man.
So.
Yeah.
I've got one here.
We all have to lay into them, and if we can actually give each other buffs to make sure that we hit, because we need to do what, over 150 damage between Alvina, fuck you, me, undead don't exist, and Gwent. Unless Lou gets a sneak attack of in the back of the Reaper. The Reaper. But that is 2 clutch fucking saves in this one fight that he's done.
Yeah.
TR has saved our fucking ass.
Gwen MVP.
Yep. He's now got 3 bardic inspirations.
Unfortunately, my plan for what I was going to do.
What's your highest damage you can pull it?
Yeah. Working that out. So I was going to do things funny rather than damaging, but that required a turn setup. So.
That's how far you're away.
Yeah, 35 feet across and 60 up. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back.
You lay into them with all ferocity and zeal.
That's what I'm planning.
Honestly, I might.
We need to
Point.
finish him.
Cool.
I've got a
Point, your
plan that may or may not work.
Does your bardic
Yep.
inspirations work on attack rolls? I think it does, right?
Let's double check. I don't think of anything special that makes it work on other things. So if standard bardics do.
I believe standard bar does, yeah.
Yeah, ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Cool.
Of course, attack roll is one of the special things, which is knocking the person backwards.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm going to try I'm basically going to get over to him and just plummet myself because it'd be iffy getting movement, so I'm just going to accept I'm going to drop like a rock out of the sky on top of him.
That was my plan as well, but I
Uh,
don't have the movement.
What's your double movement?
90, but I'm 80 feet up at the moment.
So
with it, it
42
gets
then.
iffy measuring.
Oh.
It gets iffy measuring getting to him, so I'm not gonna worry about it and just like cut my wings after getting over there, which will get me to him.
So
That might take some fall damage.
35. Have you got a destiny in you?
Yes. I'm not using destiny to move.
No, I'm saying destiny to put the plummeting damage into your first attack. So you take damage as well
Depends
as
on-
adding to it. You see?
I could see it, but I don't
Especially if
think it'd be worth it. It's not gonna be that much. Alvina's
Still damage.
relatively lightweight. I'd rather
Yeah, but you've got a
say
huge
that
ass hammer.
As in, she's relatively lightweight for a 6-foot barbarian because she's an elf. Remember, she's very, very heavy for an elf, but she's still an elf. And elves are quite light. How heavy is Alvina again? Alvina is. I did actually put it. Yeah, Alvina's 140 pounds. Because
Okay.
she's a freaking gymnast. So basically.
Yeah.
But I'd save it for something else.
Yeah. Even if it's just.
In fact, I've got a better idea for it. I've got a better idea for it actually.
Even if it's just to make sure one of your hitters actually hits. Because I think we need to
Yeah, it's
land
not.
every hit.
He might just take. I don't think it's worth it for what, like 5 extra damage, 10 extra damage.
Hmm.
It's not worth. I've got a better idea, which might do a little bit more.
We
I'm
need
gonna
to
ask
land
if
this
I can destiny activate my hammer
molten
for a
smash.
free action instead of a bonus action. No, not Molten Smash. The Fiery Rage, which gives all of my attacks an extra D8 and plus 2d6 damage.
Oh,
If I can ask if
the-
I can do that and not get the
your explosive rage?
explosive. Yeah, my explosive. See if I can basically get that and maybe like free action it or not get the disadvantages from it. So I can do that and brutality. If Alvina literally can just go completely ham on the guy. Because I'm probably going to go Should I go brutal or try for the advantage? The brutality actually allows me other abilities, which might help out.
I think it's
What are the
almost
other
used to-
abilities?
Well, one of which is I just flat out do more damage. I think it's I get 2d10 extra damage on every brutal hit.
I think it might be
Or it might be
worth it
just a
just for
d10 at this
the
point.
damage.
Yeah, and the other part, I get other abilities that I can put onto them as well. Let's see if I can get my list, because I did write them all down. Okay, Brutal Strike. Pushes. Hamstring is slow, so it's not that much useful. Stagger. It can't make opportunity attacks, and it has disadvantage on the next save it makes. And Sunder. The next attack that is not by me gets more damage.
Okay,
But I have to do brutals for those, so I don't get the advantages. But I think it's kind of worth.
So I think what I'm planning to do is, if I can get close enough, is Tasha's caustic, whatever you call it, caustic brew, which is a dot. So even if we don't get him this turn, we need to survive the liches, and he'll keep taking damage.
He's immune to dots while the thing is up, because Gwent's got a dot on him as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which, at that point,
I would
he's
check
actually taking this damage. He's about to take the fire damage.
Oh yeah,
on
1d10
his turn,
baby.
because the aura is the wall is down. So.
Is it worth trying to organise ourselves into a better order for this big hit?
I'm not sure if we want
Uh,
to get rid of
Alvina's-
our reactions to do that.
No.
Yeah, Alvina's going to be doing
You need to.
a lot of supporty stuff in theory, just for going first. So you're gonna get some help outright.
As long
I
as
don't know
you
if
have-
fuck you. Do you? Yeah, fuck you. Do you have any spells left?
I've got a few 4th level spells, but then mostly not like attack spells, mostly utility spells.
Ah, shit.
Same with mine.
So that actually technically that's helpful though, because that means that someone else can get a save damage spell that's not fuck you, at least.
I
Because the
mean-
extra damage from Alvina doesn't matter who does it.
Mm.
It's the same damage. It's not affected by multipliers or anything.
I mean,
it's just
I'm,
extra damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna put everything that I have damage-wise into this next attack.
Yeah.
And it's literally just going to be
Which
an
means
attack. But I have one more.
Yeah, which
psychic
means that the
blade.
Sunder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gonna
which
say
means the
it's-
Sunder's extra damage is going to be, and it doesn't matter who does it. So it is an attack, so you're getting that if I get the Sunder off. So.
Oh.
Who is anyone
Oh.
planning to do a save against him? Something that forces him a save.
No.
I'm
Straight up gonna get in his face. and
cantrip,
attack.
so yes, is the only one. It's the biggest damage things I've got at the
all of
moment.
my big spell attacks are like Fireball, Catapult. Scorching Ray isn't a save, but
No, it's a
most
save,
mine
yeah.
are saves. So I can
Then
not
yeah,
give a save,
it'll
but
be-
might do so.
Oh no,
If
because
it's
if
better
you've
than
got a
not
save,
doing a save.
then I can actually go for the give a, because it doesn't
yeah.
stack. None of the brutal abilities stack with each other, except they push him back, which I could push him out of the map, but that's not really helpful.
No.
Did you see you had a fireball there?
Yeah, only
Fine.
5th level, but I've got one.
Go for it. I
Throw
don't
it.
care if you're throwing it on top of us. Throw it.
Yeah, I can definitely eat a fireball.
I can't.
Okay.
I
I've
can-
still got a dragon armor left. Aim it. No, it's fine. I'll try and land
this.
like on him, like on this side. Point. Fuck you. Go for this side.
Mhm.
Zorbe stand on this side. And then
Uh,
you
I'll
can
go
just
for
hit,
both.
not hit fuck you. Yeah, no, that just is basically don't stand on the same side as fuck you, and the fireball is gonna hit
I mean-
me, who can eat it.
It also does depend on whether chugging a potion was a bonus action. I can't remember if it did that or not.
No, I think it's an action still for us.
Mm.
I don't think we.
I've got a weird feeling that it's doing one for yourself is an action. Giving is either like, giving it yourself is a bonus action and give it to someone else as an action. I can't remember. It's something like that.
I think it's
I
that
think we're
way
using a
around,
weird
yeah.
ruling for it. Yeah.
We can double check what Chris wants to.
Yeah, during Christmas
Yeah.
attack.
Once they come back.
'Cause if
I know.
can
I
chug
think
a-
we were doing something with
Yeah.
potion.
I was gonna say if I can chug a potion, I might be able to survive a fireball.
That's it. It's easy. It's easy to dodge
Oh,
the fireball for you because Point gets to put where it is, and the Reaper's big enough that you
won't-
can be on the offside and just not get
Mhm.
hit by it as long as like me and Zorma are fine taking a hit. Right?
I
Because
won't be in
fireballs
the
are like you
fireball
can
range
direct
yet.
exactly where it explodes. I will
won't
be,
be in the
but
fireball
I'm
range.
fine with it. I've got
Just
a
'cause
decent.
I'm
I've got
after
advantage
the
on all
point.
deck saves. Yeah, I've got advantage on all deck saves for multiple ways. I can quad resist fire because I can dragon armor
Actually,
if
I do
it
have
gets a
advantage
particularly high
against
roll.
fire.
Yeah, and you have as well. Yeah,
Which I
I've
forgot
got
about
3
in the
ways
last
of getting
fireball.
advantage against. I've got 3 ways of being advantage against fire. By the way, I've got advantage against fire because pyromancer. I've got advantage because barbarian, and I've got advantage because haste.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately, they don't stack.
Unfortunately, yeah, it'd be great.
Unless there's something
Very
sensible.
sad elven precision doesn't work like that. That'd be amazing.
You just eat the fireball after.
Yeah,
the-
literally. And I've got at least 1 dragon armor left to, You've got 3 dragon armors left to get doubled resistance against fire.
Okay, I got distracted. I am back.
Okay. Chris, by the way, it's the Reaper's turn. The wall is down. He takes the fire dot from Gwen.
My concentration.
I don't
No,
believe so. It's just he's on
until
fire.
you decide to put it out, it's there. To take that 2 damage.
It's 2 damage. Taking an action to put it out just does not seem worth it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
If it gets to the point where this is what kills him, I don't know, man.
If he notices it, that's the important thing of like, oh shit, my sleeve. Oh, there we are. Done.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm on fire.
Yeah, that's what that smell was. Okay.
We're strategizing. That's the point.
That's why he doesn't summon the next undead on his turn.
Just distracted. Okay, let's see what happens next. Very exciting. Ooh, you might actually survive this.
We got a chance.
Which I always
got a
knew you
chance.
would. Yep.
I
Definitely.
didn't. I had no
I've got
idea.
nothing big
I
left.
had complete faith in you. Complete faith. Okay, Alvina. All right, now I believe you're 80 feet up. How much movement have you got with your haste?
I've got 90, but here's the bit, Chris. I can't get to him, so I'm going to fly above him and just clap my wings to land on him.
Okay, 1 sec. I need to get a stat block back up because I need to figure out what the hell he can do about this.
If
okay.
he takes no damage, basically it's mostly there for the movement. I might take a little bit of damage, which I'm fine with. It's mostly to get to melee with him.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to calc how far.
I think you
Dag,
take
no.
8d6 damage, or 4 damage.
It's something like that, yeah.
You can take a
And I
fireball's
think
worth of
I think
damage.
yeah, I think it's the I can make a thing to try and land on my feet to reduce it, but I know I'm taking some.
Where is his damn attack again? Oh, there it is. You're 80 high.
Yeah.
I forget how to do. You know, just make me an improvised attack with your body.
Do you want me to just do an unarmed attack? I'm angrily falling. There's
Spells
the
does he have?
11. You can feather fall me.
Wait, does he have a fall?
That'd be funny if he does.
Weird. I'll buy this
So I
stuff.
don't want to get elves splattered on me.
You know, I think it's funny he just gets up and like steps aside.
Crash. Yeah.
You crash down for 13. Unfortunately, a 13 was not enough to deal damage to him.
That's fine.
But you have landed, and that was just your movement.
Yep. So, yeah, Alvina is... Can I, do a destiny to do something a little weird, Chris?
Always, that's the point of destinies.
Cool. Can I basically get my, explosive rage from my hammer for, effectively for free, so I don't have to spend a bonus for it, and if I cannot get the disadvantage from its attacks as well, more to the plus, but...
I'll allow this. It's using up a destiny. They're
Yeah.
quite powerful.
Yeah. Salvina is exploding on the way down, basically. And I am going to try brutaling these for all of them. So it is flat rolls, but I get the brutal effects. Because I gotta try laying into the guy. Come on, give me a good roll. 15. I am spending the hero dice on that. Which I don't remember what the hero die, the thing from point, the point one. For 19, I think he's got higher.
He does have higher. He has 21 as he places down his scythe, using the butt of it to knock your attack away.
Done.
I mean,
Well, aren't you a toe-tapping princess?
but because Alvina
Yes.
used my bardic inspiration, he does need to make a con save.
A con save?
Yep.
Is this, actually, hilarious. I don't think he has magical resistance, which is quite funny to me. A con save, 29.
Yeah.
The
he
god
makes
of death
so it's
is
DC
like,
17.
no.
What would that
There
have
is a
done?
massive explosion that would have dealt thunder damage.
My save will
If-
suck.
Well,
So,
come on,
yeah, it's
cowgirl.
And also, it would have been 4 thunder damage. So.
27.
27. 27 will hit him.
1d8 plus 2d6
This is all the numbers.
plus 14 extra bludgeoning and fire. And you said you've got a fireball in your point, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I am going to make him have disadvantage on his next saving throw, and he can't make opportunity attacks.
Ooh, he is now into double digits.
Yay!
All right, Alvina, anything else?
Yes. Attack number 3. That is terrible. But
Wow.
He bats it away. You
Oh,
ain't
first
bad.
attack.
that's not though. 1d8
Nice.
plus 2d6.
23.
11 more.
11 more. He's
And
still
I
up.
am going to... Yeah, and I'm going to sunder him, so the next person that attacks him gets just 3 extra damage because rage.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, he has disadvantage on his next attack, and I'm not going to push him. So... Yeah,
Let's
that was
see,
4
he
attacks.
has reloaded his gun. So, legendary action, roll me a d6. Let's see if he kills you.
1d6. He doesn't shoot me. Not that it matters, I've got 152 health left.
That's fair, that's fair. Alrighty then, the Reaper stands with just under 50 health. Fuck you, it's your turn.
I set him up for you all!
Yeah. So fucking
Can you-
running up.
Get
Out
him!
death, the god of death.
I get advantage because I'm in your aura, don't I?
Yep.
Well, seems our little fight might be
Anything
coming
if
to
he
an
is in
end
the
sooner
aura.
than expected.
So slashing
Come on, fuck
at
you.
him. For
Thank God for the
23 to hit.
advantage.
Yeah.
23
3 bonus
hits.
damage from rage.
Yep. Plus 3 bonus damage, and I'm also going to throw in my last psychic blades as well.
Okay, let's see. So this is 9 plus 3 for 12 first. He's at 969.
Nice.
31 hit points left.
Might take him out.
Come
with
on,
this.
fuck you.
Oh, wait.
You might.
Those
It's a
are
chance.
999. 30.
Oh,
30
hit points
27.
left.
He's on 3.
Yes, there we go. Yes, because he goes to 999. He has 3 left.
Are potions bonus actions?
To consume, not to throw.
To consume, yeah. Cool, and then fuck you's just gonna chug a greater healing potion.
This is one of the first times in like forever we've ever actually used
Yeah.
a healing potion.
It's been a very
Yeah.
long time.
It
Extra
has.
15.
Generally can't remember the last time a potion was used in this game.
As we've got such
They've-
such a good
We've
healer
also
that
regularly
not-
used them to res. We've often used them to resurrect to like get people
Yeah.
from dying, but we've not done it for anything else. I think.
Fair, it's fair. Alrighty then. Fuck you at the end of your turn. Roll me a d6. He's gonna shoot you.
Yep.
Let's see if you die.
Nope.
Woo!
Ooh.
Click.
Happen. All right, the point.
Get
He
it,
has
point!
3 hit points
He's on
left.
3
All
hit
you,
points left.
all you gotta do is hit him.
Him.
How are you gonna do it? Can you take
Do it.
out the entity known as the Grim Reaper?
Do it.
Do it, point. Press the button.
I could, but I want to do it a badass way.
Do it. Just
That
do
is
it.
a
No pressure to the
badass
point.
way.
Yeah, just press the button. Just
Yay!
look at him as he sees me casting a
Now remember the
5th
point.
level spell.
If you fail
Does he say
this,
anything?
oh wait, what's a good what's the ultimate cowboy line?
Reach for the sky.
he's gonna point his gun at you. Well then,
Yeah.
reach for the sky, partner.
High noon.
It's Han.
And I'm gonna be cheeky, and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do his legendary on your turn. Roll me a d6 as he shoots at you. Let's see
Okay.
if you both take each other
You might,
out.
you might actually get me with this.
Yeah, I know. What am I rolling for him, by the way?
Deck save.
Dex
saves
save, but
fire.
also I think minimum is 5. Actually, no,
Minimum
minimum
is
damage is 20.
that's vastly different. Oh, that was a 10. He failed.
Okay. Well, I think this fight is over. No bones about it. Fireball.
Boom.
Boom.
And point
As
Sean off
as
his brand.
presumably just behind the Reaper, fire blooms all around him, consuming him as the last of his flesh materializes, and you see this dapper, handsome cowboy as he stands there, the fire receding behind him. All right. There you go. What would you like to do? The point. It's the rest of your turn.
My brain just went to the guy from Call Me Trinity. I can't remember the actor's name.
I'm just gonna give Zormo give Gwen some bardic inspiration. Just in case.
Give it to Zormi because I've got only a save I can do.
Okay. No, I think more we're gonna need your healing than anything else.
We'll find out.
Well, I've got 9 hit
Still
points, so
easy.
you better hope not.
All right,
Which is all
Zormir, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
So all his flesh is knitted back,
Yes.
and he's just moving forward.
Yeah, he's just strolling. He just jumps off the mausoleum. Just walking.
I'm gonna move up to him and go, "Are we done then? Have we proven ourselves to be?"
Adam.
Does he react to me?
Hmm?
No.
Oh, aye. This little skirmish is over now. Is this the end of combat?
Yay!
Woo!
Good.
We did it.
Now comes the thing grip.
As the Reaper walks to the middle of the graveyard, he raises his hand and a table rises from the grave.
Intrigued.
Little table, little table.
I flap over to the table.
I will do what I was always going to do in Song of Creation, a steel chair.
Gonna hit him with it, or are you gonna sit on it?
The plan was if I could get
No,
close enough to
here's
hit him
the-
with it, but I couldn't. So.
Yeah.
And all you the cheer is, "Oh yeah!"
Ah.
Well then, now that I'm fully flesh and blood, this is where the real fun begins. As he looks at each of you in turn. As suddenly a firebolt hits him in the head. Guys, I got him!
Ah!
I got him!
He's. Yes, Lou, you got him. Well done.
And Lou Grimm, the kill stealer, strikes again!
I mean, why is it that Neil's characters end up being kill stealers? Like there was Dion as well.
It's just like,
I think it was a turn order for a lot of the
Yeah.
time for him.
I was remembering, I think Dion nearly got kill stolen in the one, because I think I nearly killed him.
There.
alrighty then, little lady, since you were the one who started all of this, I guess you get first say. So what would it be?
I think. Remind me, Chris. How the fuck does the cycle of reincarnation work with elves?
Elves die. They find themselves in the Afterpay, a wasteland of territory. They wander until they find the time dragon. Their souls are sent back in time, and they find themselves in Elf Heaven with
Hell yeah.
some small fragment of new information that they pass on to the gods.
Hmm.
And then they are eventually reincarnated when they would like to be.
Hell yeah.
They're kicked back out into the elf.
I think that Alvina would go that for everybody.
The Reaper just takes like a pause towards the contract. You do know that the gods are currently insane here, yes?
Fair point.
Not once we-
You don't have to talk
once
to the
we-
gods.
The rules of death have to be specific and generalized. They can't name many names. You understand. I can't guarantee they would continue to exist. And should the Arbiter of Death die, well, then you're left up creek without a paddle. So, can you be a little more specific as to what it is you want?
Okay. When people die, they can reincarnate. I guess that would be the term, right? Reincarnate specifically.
Choose
Not resurrect
if they want
themselves.
to.
They can choose to
reincarnate.
want to reincarnate. No, I was about to say they can reincarnate whenever they want to.
And how do they make this choice? Something has to happen between the then and now, surely. Normally they would go to the
suggest-
divine planes, but I suspect you don't really want
suggest
that.
against
I have a no.
Each of you
So
have
I have
a
suggestion
turn
out of character.
to state your wishes,
We have a
after
turn.
all. You gave creation to death incarnate. It's only fair you get a say in how this new rules are written. So then, how do we want to rewrite the laws of death?
So there's got to be there's a between the point of death and the
Yes.
reincarnation. They've got to be somewhere, right? That's basically the bit.
Aye, their souls have got to end up
but-
somewhere so they can materialize
So,
and have
out of
consciousness.
character.
They go. I know what Alvina would say, because she understands one extra plane.
Mhm.
They can explore the. Is it the dreamscape? Is that what we called it?
Dream realm
Yeah.
or something like that, yeah.
The dream realm, or whatever it's called.
The dreamscape, which is in
Until
the
they want
real
to
world.
come back. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Avina, I think that's still controlled by two entities. One is on our side, the one assuredly is not. The Jester controls that realm.
The ethereal realm is under mostly the heavily controlled paroles of the Republic.
Where is here?
What about the ethereal plane? Does anyone have a claim on that?
Well, yeah, because the dreamscape is one of the lower realms of the ethereal realm.
It's part of it.
Yeah, because the ethereal realm is the realm of thought and consciousness. It's arguably where the Ultund have their most power.
Which is a worse idea.
What
What's
is the
the
place
current-
we're in right now?
A small demi-plane I created for this eventuality. With what little power I did have at my disposal, though now I have significantly more thanks to the power-up you all provided.
Oh.
Say,
You're
it's
welcome.
good to be alive.
Thumbs up.
Could it be a dedicated demiplane? Like this.
Certainly,
A
I
waiting room.
can sculpt a Death's Domain, if you will.
I just
would
had the
work.
thought. Yeah, like a campsite.
I was thinking more like a fairground.
Well, I'm not going to be around to keep it populated and entertain the guests, though I suppose I could be there to welcome each one. Give them enough information to wander the blank world they find themselves inhabiting before they make their decision to return or to move on. Then that brings me to my next question. What about those who don't want to reincarnate? What happens to their souls? What happens to that
Well,
energy?
we can make it like a doorway, and when they're ready to move on, they can just walk through it and become one with the universe.
So they'll destroy themselves. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, the energy has to go somewhere.
That it does.
Could give them the option.
Uh,
You could give them the
Alterra-
option of where they would like to put their energy to.
Oh, and what
even if it
choices do
was
they
this
have?
domain.
Alterra cosmology, the soul engines are working, right?
I'll win it in her one. I'll win it.
Yes, 6 of them are working. 1 of them exploded into tiny little shrapnel.
Okay, so we're not like dooming the heat death universe by saying.
No, the soul engines still generate souls. It's actually why noids keep popping up still.
Okay.
We could have,
Oh, engines.
we could have like a list of doors that have various options. One of the doors, please, can have Alvina on it. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
No.
we have the Alvina door.
Soul engines.
Please sprinkle yourself with salt and pepper before entering.
Chili powder. Can I say it right?
Well.
I
What?
feel like people should get a trial of some kind based on their own beliefs.
What about just a choice of their own beliefs and like a catalogue? We could get a catalogue.
Yeah, and a choice at the end.
We could get a catalogue of options for them. Let them pick where they want to what they want to happen to themselves.
Where would you like to
If
put
I'm
you're
fine.
a cowboy, what's a good Western version of? And
Saloon.
I was thinking you've got to cross the wilderness, and
What's
whichever
the-
town
what's
you go
the-
to.
Yeah, what's the river in
Six?
No, in Oregon Trail. The one that always kills you.
Oh. Isn't that the Mississippi River? No.
It has a
that's
name.
sad.
I don't think it's the Mississippi, it's a different one. You've got to ford it. One moment.
Mm.
Oregon
You've got to
Trail
ford it, you
River.
dive through. Yep. Googling it as well.
You want them
There's
to
four
become
of
a
them.
river?
River
Kansas,
Crossing.
Big Blue, Green, and Snake are the rivers.
Crossing Gate. There's the first one, there's the famous one that kills everybody.
It's the Kansas River, the Big Blue River, the Green River, and the Snake River. What's the biggest
mean,
one?
The
If it
Snake River
became a
is the
river,
thing
there'd
with
be
the, like, the
empowered.
nuggets.
Cataclysm. You want to power up Cat or something? Telling them to turn into rivers?
Metaphorical
No?
rivers.
What are you talking about? Don't get crazy, Zoba.
Someone talking about rivers.
There's a lot of rivers, you know.
Can you make their souls experience the cruelty they performed in life?
Jesus, Gwen.
And who sets the
Yeah, no,
rules?
I'm with Gwen on this.
Who sets the rules for what counts as cruelty? Long-legged lady.
Lady?
I don't know what you look like. You've got the cloak.
Yeah. Like, people know in their hearts. The judgment is their own.
I see. So you want each individual to decide what their punishment ought to be.
No, I want them to experience the cruelty that they perceived as cruelty.
And
you
should an
want it to
individual
be-
not consider themselves as being cruel by their perspective, how would you like to handle that?
Immediate disintegration.
Yikes.
Who judges if their perception
Can we
alters
not
from
have that
reality?
happen, Gwen?
Like,
Just as a heads up.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to put my knuckles on the table. I will.
Again,
Hey,
I
that's
can't
Oh, God.
give any one individual that form of responsibility and role. The system has to be autonomous. It has to function by itself. Otherwise, you're seeing a massive increase in power requirement.
Oh,
Subconscious.
does guilt persist after dying?
Yes, but for those who don't feel guilt, I think that's where you're going to find the problem.
Yeah, then they're lucky.
Would the punishment... Could you
Well, the ones that
automatically
don't feel
design a
guilt.
punishment from
Yeah.
the perception of them by their peers? Or just
Now,
like
does their peers have to
no,
be of
that's
the
a-
same species or a cross-section of different species? I don't know if
any
you've met the
sentient
UNT, but they don't seem to have a
Oh.
concept of guilt.
Yeah, it's a bad
What about
setup.
they endure the pain that they inflict on others 1,000-fold?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
And you're willing to suffer that for all the creatures you've killed.
Yes.
Who thinks I'm gonna die?
I see. Well,
Very
we'll
sad.
ignore you for the time being then, because you're clearly not behind a veil of ignorance. But the rest of you, you're willing to suffer all that pain even if it was a requirement.
One moment.
After all, I don't think getting...
thousandfold, but
Given the combat we had just here, I don't think getting smashed by a molten hammer over and over again for the rest of eternity is quite an ideal picnic scenario.
Alvina's genuinely trying to remember any time she did anything particularly horrific. Because most of the ways she's killed people is at least very quick and brutal. So...
Made a guy swallow his own helmet.
He didn't die from that.
Yeah, true.
And he was undead.
Yes, but to be fair, I believe it was pain dealt, not a matter of whether or not the creature was still alive, so... I'm just saying, all those battles are gonna add up, and a small nick here or there won't be much, but death by 1,000 cuts is very much a liability in your case.
How about instead of actually
I will
suffering,
say, you're already dead. So you won't, it's not like it'll kill you.
I mean, do we
No,
also
it will
have
most
to
likely
punish?
drive you
insane.
insane.
Yeah, that's a bad sign. Because you're gonna get a
is this
lot
gonna
of
be
crazy people.
specifically a punishment realm?
Well, that's for your group to decide. I'm just the arbiter.
Because we have come
I think
towards
no.
that.
I've got one. We don't. There's no punishment things for it because it's a waiting room with a lot of people in, and you get the option to wait around as long as you want. So you know all those people that you inflicted horrible things to when you were alive, they could be in the room with you.
yes.
And
if you make it an even playing field,
Well, I think if they remember you, then they could give you one hell of a kicking.
Oh, you want there to be pain that exists in this realm?
Yeah.
I see.
think
So bad
that's-
guys can torture those who are waiting. That's very cruel of you.
Again, I think we're
think
getting
it's a
fixated on the
death
punishment
thing.
element of it.
Yeah. Let's go. Look, don't worry about the punishment. Let's just get. There's a place they can go and they can resurrect whenever they want. Is a good
What-
start.
What about
Right.
getting like a bunch of therapists?
We can all
in there?
agree on that. We can. No, because there's
Yeah.
always a benchmark for therapists.
yeah,
I mean,
I
good
agree.
ones.
there is a realm. There is a trial. I like the idea of people you knew in life being there to either help you or hinder you. Maybe not as pain.
Honestly, no.
but-
The people get to pick whether they're there or not because they can just go, I want to resurrect immediately, or I want to wait. You know, I've got some time.
Actually, how would resurrection happen? Would it be being born again?
I mean, yeah.
would they
Well, that's
remember?
for you to decide.
Yes.
So, actually, don't want, like, say, a tyrant. You kill them, and they just go right and back again.
Yeah, they have to be born again.
After all, what rules apply to death also apply to undeath, and while I'm loath to endorse the undead, you won fair and square, and I am bound by my own honor to agree whatever rules you set forth.
Yeah, they're born again. Can be. It also could mean there's a waiting place, which means that if one of their friends actually resurrects them, then that's where they've
They
gone
can
from.
be resurrected, yeah.
Yeah. Like, they can wait. It's not an immediate they just pushed through.
Now, there may be one little snag that you've not considered. No realm or demi-plane is immune to compromise. What were to happen, say one of the mad gods were to find and break into this waiting plane to find a buffet of powerful souls to consume? What ought to happen then?
Instant collapse.
Mass resurrection.
A mass resurrection would be a cool one.
Oh, I see. So everyone waiting would be deprived the choice and be automatically resurrected. Now, what if there aren't enough vessels ready to be resurrected into? What
Animals.
happens? You want it to be resurrected into, and let's say, well, now there is a
Animals
saying
have
there that
souls.
that they do not.
Are
No.
you okay with collaborating with other pillars?
Why, most certainly, but none of them exist yet, so that'll be a little difficult the time being.
Cat.
Well,
the idea was
stronger.
Except for
Ted.
Ted, I believe. He may be the only one currently in existence.
that if there are no vessels in the present, there will be in past and future.
There will be, but then you require a waiting place to put them. After all, having a look at Alvina's memories, I believe that's what this afterfey is comprised of. A temporal space in the future in which to house the souls until they are sent back for waiting bodies.
It's too hot to think temporally right now, but surely that's not how time travel works.
Don't worry about it.
Says you.
Ah,
Yeah, fair.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, can you put a time dilation on this realm or that specific dead thing?
Would have to be a Ted thing.
Nah, I was gonna say maybe like every day in here is worth 10,000 outside, but oh well.
Jesus Christ.
So a resurrected soul then might find himself suddenly having memories of thousands of years ago, as he's resurrected into the future.
Oh no, they don't
There's
get the
also
memories.
no, Well, that's how the elven resurrection seems to work, so I'm playing by the rules Alvina here has stated. She wants everything to be just like the elves. That means memories from
Right.
past lives.
Don't think you should get memories
Why not?
Because-
They're very handy.
because you're just giving evil people a step up to start with, and you're giving some of us who don't want to think about stuff.
How about
You're going to
we
curse us
put
in
a-
another life.
Is there a way
Oh,
Hey,
you forget a few of them. Don't worry, it happens all the time.
Yeah, is the
How
way the
about
memories
we-
could
It's
be
not like a
accessible
perfect
with
image
work?
back in.
I mean, how about we have it this status as elves can continue to do that, but the rest of us don't? 'Cause I don't know
Well,
if-
here I am trying to define a ultimate set of rules, and you're wanting caveats? You're getting awfully cheeky there, Zormir. I'll bring back the Death Knights.
Please
I
don't.
mean-
Is there a way within your power to not have the memories remain, but have them accessible
No.
through work? Like, they're obviously this is out of remain, but there to be a spell that is learn about your past life, or help someone learn about their past life.
But not everyone's can do
you're-
magic, you know.
You're mincing words there, the point. Because either they're available to be accessed, even if there's a barrier to blocking them, or they're not available. You can't have it both ways.
Hmm.
You're going down the street, you need to pick a direction.
I'm thinking
how the
available with a barrier.
How the hell
I
did
just say
elves
they're just
actually
like any memory.
access your memories? How
Yeah.
have you been doing
Things
this?
could be.
Because we don't quite understand this, considering we don't have that same thing happen to us.
Can't remember.
It's always funny watching players
It's kind of the
come up
point.
with rules.
how about
It's kind of the idea. I can't remember all of it. I remember bits and bobs.
something to, if you learn to meditate on it, and like the elves do, have access to the memories that way, instead of
I'm
this
pretty sure
all
most
flooding
people
back.
would. I'm pretty sure most people would die if they tried that.
What?
You know, the lack of
Medi-
sleep thing.
Meditating. I mean, people can
No,
meditate.
you can't.
without-
We do that
Make
instead
it-
of sleeping. We can't fall asleep because of that.
We can still
Well, this is
sleep
our
as
chance to
well.
I'm
make
pretty
it
sure if
not
most
an
people did
alternative
that,
to
they
sleep.
just, What?
Alvina, I'm saying there isn't just a choice between sleeping and meditation. People can still meditate and sleep. It's just apparently your race doesn't. I'm saying that.
Yeah, but we're also the other race that can do that, so I think they're not mutually exclusive.
Are you saying that you can? We
I
can
think we're
meditate in it?
speaking to the person who can change that.
Yes. I mean, being able to meditate and find those memories, or something like that, rather than just find them through dreams. I don't know, something.
We can't.
that's
We
not
can't
instantly-
dream.
Not instantly. Like, I think there's something memories that Gwent wants to forget, and I can't blame them. But you burden them with that memory all over again when they resurrect isn't what they don't want.
Fresh
Yeah, that's
start.
what the forget. That's what the kind of the forgetting part is for. You know.
Yes, but we can't choose what we remember and forget.
Yeah. But just things get forgotten.
I forget how much hard work it is arguing things with you.
Yeah.
Well then, while you discuss
Remember
this,
that
why
one
don't
there?
why don't I give your group a couple minutes while I go and take a smoke? I want to test out
Fair.
these new lungs. I'll come back to see
Okay.
what progress you've made and, if need be, apply a little structure to help this along. I ain't got all eternity. I do,
Mayonnaise, where you
you.
gone?
but I'm gonna get bored before that.
Entirely fair.
But yes,
Oh.
with that, we're
Yeah,
gonna
you
come
don't-
up to our second break.
Mhm.
As you have worked out
Yeah.
the final part of this, you get to define the rules of death and reincarnation.
Medic
yeah.
just realised I've accidentally left the "We'll be right back" screen on since last one.
We
And they
haven't
never
been
saw what happened.
doing anything on screen. There's a table and that's about it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You show it on me.
But yes,
Okay.
each of you go away and have a little
Viewing.
talk about not only what the character would do, but also what the player is, so you can come up with a unified rule. Because I'm not doing an hour of roleplay of people discussing terrible
Yeah.
philosophy, because you're all bad at it. Not mince words.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
But that's fine. I just need to know what your characters would do.
Mhm.
And I'll come back with a little structure with 3 questions if need be.
Okay.
But I wanted to give you all the opportunity to do something extreme should you desire it.
We might.
After all, nobody says there has to be a death.
Immortality for all.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, that's
But
a
I'll leave
terrible
that up
idea.
to
That's a
y'all.
terrible
I'm gonna go
idea.
get more water because I've already ran through my latest glass.
Okay.
Yep.
See you all in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I don't. See ya. Yeah, I don't believe that the elf one is you perfectly remember everything that happened in every previous life.
I mean,
Yeah, but if you
That's
remember
not how
some
it
of it,
works.
who wants a little sprinkling of trauma over their first life?
You're also forgetting which character you're talking to. You're talking to an idiot.
Yeah, that's why.
You're having the
why I said
explanation
what I
done
said.
by an idiot, which is why it's like, well, no, that's not how it works at all. Because she doesn't remember a lot of the things from a previous life.
Mm. I feel like accessing those
And
memories
she's your
being
only
optional
benchmark.
works.
yeah, I think you should just go back as a clean
That's my
slate,
assumption.
and you regain the memories once you die again.
Yeah, oh, like that.
I have the bit of I don't think that's how the elven one works, but I don't know the full depths of how the elven one works.
So my thinking is when you die, your memories stay in Death's domain, but you're resurrected as a clean slate. When you die again, you come back with those memories and your previous memories. So they get
Man,
so
that's traumatizing.
So you have the two sets of memories when you come back to Death's domain, and each time you die, all your death memories or previous life memories stay in Death's domain, and you keep adding new and new ones. So yeah, and then
You want to
after
average out the shitty people.
yeah, kinda. So like you
Yeah.
can so when they keep going back, they keep going through their previous memories, and then they can then choose whether they want to resurrect again or go into the nothingness.
With a fresh set of eyes each time.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Because like if
Keep
they
the elven
keep,
one
yeah,
the same.
so like if they keep dying and being an asshole, then they're thinking, yeah, there's got to be something up with me. I don't want to keep being an asshole to everyone that I meet and go into the nothingness. Or if they're constantly
That's
good
after
and
they
good
get
and
their like.
Yes,
That's after they get
requires
their
them to
one
have some
good
level
guy.
of self-reflection as an
Yeah.
arsehole,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that could be they get the one time they resurrect as a good guy and go, I'm a piece of shit. This is the only time I'm good. I'd better stop this now.
good. Yeah.
So
Stop
no
this cycle.
You gotta
memories
have-
of past lives.
You've got to have death be relatively like even on good and evil.
Mhm.
It's very morally grey.
So
You can't have it one way for some, one way for the other.
Oh,
yeah, it's not
Do you-
not as if like there is a morality there. It's their own morality.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not being
Do you
decided by
think
anyone.
that after they've got their memories back in Death's domain, then they can choose whether or not to release their energy into the universe
Yeah.
or to resurrect?
Yeah.
Because you like to say,
Yeah.
it could be an arsehole for 80 of them. The one good guy goes, I'm probably going to be this arsehole again. This is the chance.
Yeah, I mean, you could also have it so
Oh,
like if
also-
when they're
Also
dying.
just thought of
Oh,
something.
there you go.
If you do it like that and all your memories come back, you can pick what memories to remember in your next life.
I was gonna suggest something like you have when you resurrect, you have a vague sense of self. So if like you can decide whether you want to keep being an arsehole, you have that the vague sense of self that you want to do that or not, essentially.
Possibly. I was thinking you can pick which memories you remember
Yeah, I mean, you could do
when you
that.
go into the next one. So if it's like you have some trauma and stuff, you can go, I don't want to remember this. Deleted. Gone.
Yeah. Or if you're crazy,
Each
you
time
think,
you get to
I
pick
only
which
want to
memories
remember
come back.
this. And then you go in fresh and can start
Yeah.
out terrible.
Also could mean that you can
Choice
get
of-
to pick your own like food recipe that you wanted to have.
Choice of one memory to take along.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
multiple
Not even one
memories,
memory. You get to pick all of them. You get to just pick, not one. You don't get a limit.
No. You
get-
go when you're resurrected. You only go back with one memory, and that defines what kind of person you'll be.
That's gonna be horrible.
Because
It's gonna
24
cause so
hours
many
memory.
extreme.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
it makes
Yeah,
more.
I think memories back when you resurrect, when you go to Death's domain. That makes most sense.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
He,
I like
he was
that.
he was saying
I like-
putting caveats on it is harder.
yeah.
Is the main thought.
Well, I think that's
The thing
caveats.
is
They're going
that
like,
if you
oh, this
remember-
set-
caveats for how it works.
I mean, taking
yeah,
back
we could be
every
the-
memory would mean you'd never become a good guy. You'd always be that bad guy
Yeah.
because you would have.
Yeah, but you get
you'd
to
have-
pick. You get to pick. That's where you get to pick however much of your
Yeah,
memories
but
from your
what
past
bad
life
guy's
as you
gonna
want.
be?
Yeah, bad guys
Well,
are
they
going to
don't
pick
have to,
everything.
do they?
Yeah,
I-
but bad guys will pick everything.
And then eventually they'll go insane for having every memory they've ever had.
Yeah, but what that kind of goes is the opposite of what I'm saying. Is like all your memories
Yeah,
stay in
I
Death's
like-
domain. You can keep
I
one.
like fuck you's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The keeping one means that you're at least giving yourself a little bit of a start, but not a elf level of start.
I may
feels
be
a bit more
kind
fair.
of stealing this idea from Hell's Bells on TikTok, but
It feels
I
a
don't-
bit
I
more
don't
balanced
like-
that way.
fair.
Alvina definitely does not like that idea.
I know
So then
Alvina
you're
wouldn't
right.
like that idea, but you're outvoted by the rest of us who would feel that makes it more balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be very mad for that one. She would not be happy.
I mean, you don't remember most of your shit anyway, so what do you care?
No, but I remember all the stuff I like.
You think
And-
you do.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
your,
think you
your
do.
memory, your one memory.
But I
can
like
be
every memory I have.
a list of things you
And I
like.
like every memory. Yeah. But that's only
True,
one.
true.
You get to only one thing. She's losing so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
just
you
not
get to
that.
discover those things again for new.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
No, I
let's
already know them.
bring it back in.
We've came up with an idea that Alvina hates, but the rest of us all like.
Yes.
Alrighty then. Have your little group had time to think? And what decision and conclusion have you drawn to?
Right, so
I believe we
wait,
have come
yeah.
to a conclusion.
when you die, you come to Death's Domain. You can then choose to resurrect as a clean slate, but you can choose one memory that you can keep, and that'll set how you're going to be for that life. And then when you die again, you bring back that life memory to add to the memories that are stored in Death's Domain. And then you can keep doing that over and over and over, and until you build up a massive library of memories. And then you can choose to keep resurrecting, or you can go into the ether of the universe.
We can give you energy to what you feel.
Oh wait,
like.
so
That,
each
yeah.
so each memory gets you one, and when you come back, you've got all the list
Yeah,
of all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better then.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
So all,
I was
all
thinking
the,
you just
all the,
get one,
yeah.
and you
no,
get
no,
a
no.
list that you can pick one off of the list.
No, no,
Oh,
no. All,
no, no, no.
all the
When you go
memories are
back, you
stored
get
in Death's
everything.
Domain. Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine with that then. That's better.
How does that
Alrighty
sound to you?
then. So let me just recap here. You want me to set up a plane in which souls can find their way to?
Yes.
You want that soul to have the option to contemplate upon their life and either resurrect or walk through a doorway into oblivion, returning their energy to the cosmos. If they choose the resurrection, they get to keep one memory from their past life for the next run.
Yeah.
And then they
Yes.
get to be reborn. And I assume you're happy with a soul going to any available vessel at the time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Yep, random choice.
Roll on the table.
Very well. As you watch as magically all of this writes itself down into the contract.
And then, like I say, when they die again, that new life's memories get added to the memories that are stored in the Death's Domain.
Very
And
well,
next
gets added
time
to the
they get two
collection so they
memories.
can choose their starting
They can
bonus
make a
from a
judgment.
wider list.
Yes. And again,
Mostly so
contemplate
they can
and
have a
yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
Because if someone's constantly being a bad person and comes back after being a good person, they might not want to continue.
That, or they might again try to choose to be a good person and try to break that cycle.
Well, I ain't no morality
well.
police, so I don't particularly care one way or another.
It's their own personal morality. You don't need to worry about that.
Yes.
I think that's what I just said, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like this. It,
So you get
It's
lots.
less-
Eventually, you'll have lots of things you can remember.
yes.
Alright, and do you want these rules to apply immediately or after you're resurrected?
After we're resurrected.
After. I think
Yeah.
we need our memories right now.
Also,
Yeah.
we
Oh
should
yeah, and
roll-
with
we should
with
include
resurrection,
spells.
this spell with the resurrection spell, you get all of them from the previous one. You're not blank slated from those.
Yeah.
Or you get
As
that,
long as
that
the vessel
previous
you just left
incarnation's
is still
memories, yeah.
available.
Yeah.
I see.
including the high-level resurrection, rebuilding that vessel in order to put you back in it.
Yes.
You don't think it might be slightly unfair that you don't have to apply by your own rules?
Of course.
Hey, I got forced into this to begin with.
I don't think anyone is choosing this route willingly, to be fair, little lady.
Mhm.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
No one really wants to
those
die.
resurrection rules, I think, would apply for everyone. We're just putting into the contract you use that resurrection magic on us now. Any future death, fair enough, it applies to us.
Well, hold on now. I never said I had that sort of magic to begin with.
Well, I can do 2 of us.
I'm just pulling your chains.
Okay.
Alvina was not trying not
God,
to
you've
laugh
been
because she
taken-
actually did. He actually did say that when nobody else was here that he could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, she actively knew he could.
Okay.
That was part of the original agreement for the fight to happen to begin with. So
All right,
He
and
has a sense of humor. I like it.
do you still want this? Having a look here at the old rules. Do you still want this 1 minute delay set upon the death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the high level resurrection
one?
stuff? That's like 100
it's like
years or
100
something.
years or something like that. Do you have the part? Alvina's gonna look. Do you have the part where it has like is it revivify? That's the minute you have to get to it.
Yeah, that's why it's 1 minute break until death.
Can we add a 0 to the end of that?
You can if you want, but you're leaving some vulnerable souls on the playing field to be hoovered up.
A minute is enough.
Alright.
If you give
Make
more,
two
the
be on the safe
creatures
side.
that have more will be able to get back easier, and sometimes you don't want that.
Fair
And
enough.
you might want to think about the fact that your fuel.
Yes. We don't
Yeah,
want
so
to.
are they.
There is like ways of stalling the soul, leaving the body as well, like with gentle repose.
That's true.
Yes.
Fair.
We still have spells to keep the soul around, but yes.
It's fine. It means I get my good
think
cardio
magic-
in the next
magic
time you
should
die
still
again,
work.
Zoma.
Mm.
Alvina starts stretching again.
Yeah, but you always do a real weird slow motion run when you get real close to him, though. It's very off-putting, I found.
You've got
Like you're
to
trying
add
to
to
eke
the
out that
drama.
minute.
You've got to add to the drama. You've got to get it within the last couple of seconds, or there's no point.
Focus concentration on the spell, so Alvina stalls out.
She stalls out. She keeps talking and things. She just can't take actions and stuff. She can't punch you.
Are we done here? Have everything been discussed that we need to?
Oh, most
Anything else you-
certainly. You watch as he flicks his gun and empties all 6 chambers of it.
He just put those back in.
Well then. Merry wishes to a happy life, and I'll see most of you within the year.
Before we go, last time we met, you gave me a quest. Are you still wanting me to do that, or?
Oh, you got
Oh,
a quest.
that's right. Yes, I'm pretty sure the Spectre's gonna be mighty pissed with what you've done.
Okay.
Not to be rude or anything, but is there any chance you can do some magic-y stuff and heal us up before we go?
I'm sorry, I'm now the new Pillar of Death. I ain't the Pillar of Life.
Or magic?
Oh, I suppose
Oh
that's
no, I
new
am
then.
the Pillar of Magic too.
I think they were.
Kind of leans down to Alvina. I'm not really, but at this point I'm just messing with Zormir.
I mean, that's the way to do things.
I
so,
do
yeah.
like new death. Sense of humor.
Yeah, just out to this
I mean-
side of the table.
He's constantly popping in unannounced and then leaves just as quick. It's kind of annoying. I don't have a revolving door policy.
I get that, yeah.
No.
Be
Any
thankful you
calling
don't have to
Jerry
be the one
next
to
time he
carry
pops up.
him to the resurrection every time.
No, I can't hear you.
No, you can't.
There's
Anyway,
admins
give me
on
back
it.
my bullets and get the hell out of my house. As a bullet reverses from each of your foreheads and returns to his gun, reloading it.
Ugh, I felt weird.
As you are all
Yeah.
brought back to life.
Yay!
Yay, thanks, Naldus.
Is our hit point maximum back to normal, by the way, Chris?
Was it reduced at any point?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
was.
he hit us with the Reaper attack.
Yeah, I love that attack. It's great.
He's great.
Yeah, you can all gain the benefits of effectively like greater restoration, return all your hit point maximums. You don't get the health back yet,
Yeah,
but all your hit point maximums
That's
go
what-
back
that's
up.
what it's fine. I'm still higher than I was when we went into the Death's Domain, so it's fine. Even with the, 22 damage that I took after of the hit point maximum being reduced.
I'm good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Still about half
Alrighty.
HP, yeah.
As you examine your newly returned body, you find not a wound or mark that wasn't already previously there. Some of you are a little bit more thorough in inspecting your person. Notice a small skull tattoo now on the underside of your neck beneath your ear.
Ooh,
It's in my the
neat.
whole tattoo.
You also notice, I'm pretty sure each of you, I can't remember if you had or are supposed to have a small hourglass tattoo as well somewhere on your body.
I don't remember that,
Okay.
so I'll take your word for it.
Well, it's the first time you notice it then.
It's on my ankle.
I guess technically your deaf one can also be anywhere. They don't really need to be under the ear. I just like them all lining up.
I was say I want all of them at Alvina's ankle. Just random, really weird spot.
You don't like a tramp stamp?
No. You can have a tramp stamp if you want. I'm very curious where it turns up on a centaur.
I'm assuming the hourglass one is on the back of Fuck You's neck, so that's why he's never noticed it.
I believe that.
It's true, and honestly,
For
there's
sure.
but yes, you each effectively gain the effect that on a long rest. A long rest or dawn? I haven't actually decided that one yet. Dawn
If
is
these
more
effects, this
aesthetic.
Dawn sounds cooler for a lot of
Dawn
these.
Yeah.
does sound cooler.
Yeah.
All right. Once per dawn, you gain the benefits of a Death's Ward.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'll put this as other.
As Death has decided he wants you to show up less at his house.
Yeah.
So Zormi's got like 6.
Unfortunately, he can only give you 1. But it renews. So if you use it up,
Yeah.
you get it back the next day.
Yeah, 1 per
Nice.
dawn. Death Ward. Did we get anything for the hourglass, by the way?
You have, but it's not come up.
Okay.
It is a passive ability that you won't actually notice outside or in game.
Cool.
I
I called it
suppose
Death
I can,
Mark. But...
I can just tell you.
Time moves at the rate of plot.
Because the hourglass one prevents you being erased from history.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dad.
Sounds like you said thanks, Dad.
Yeah, that's what we said as well, then.
Yeah. It's like, I'm pretty sure he said Ted, but it sounded like Dad. It's like, thanks,
Yeah.
Dad. Head. Prevents.
Time
being
fuckery.
erased from history.
Yeah, because you've
Which
been
is
here
bad
long
news
enough.
for. Yeah, I'm gonna call these ones marks for each of them because I've put death mark. Oh, I can put time mark as a better one than hourglass. That's a better name.
And the pillar we've not discovered yet is the Ojai mark.
It might be. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not kill her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hourglass.
Yeah, I might get my discussion with the witness.
Are you gonna pick a fight?
So tempted
No.
just to put you in a regular room now.
But fuck, you can stay with the winners, right? That's funny.
Yeah, fuck, he's already got everything he needs.
I know that's why it's funnier. What does the room actually look like that I'm in now, by the way? Because I got shot before having a proper look around.
Like a derelict, abandoned IKEA.
Where am I?
In a forest.
Oh yeah, shit, we don't know where Gwent is! Because Gwent's not been back on the IKEA map since respawn.
It's just a record
Big
player play.
Roll a
Just a record
d100.
player playing a cowboy song.
See how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. A D like 69 would actually work, by the way, which is how many chances do you get to roll a D69? Because a D69 will put you to any square up to like this one that's been revealed so far. So. I can't remember which direction I'm traveling in. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah, there's actually a ladder at the end of my one because we hadn't explored that far yet. So.
You came up here and went that way.
Oh yeah, shit! I'm going the other direction, aren't I?
You were going
It
this
is that
way.
way. Yeah, because I hit this
Initially,
ladder.
Yeah.
And you went left. Yeah, Gwent, give me roll me a D100.
Gwent's finished actually already. 32.
32.
Oh, you've not very far. 1,
Yeah,
2,
you're right
3.
there.
You're there.
Oh yeah.
There. You're in with another blood naga.
That was the room that I left, I think. Because they're not. Those two aren't fighting.
They're not dead. No, there are. They haven't. There's not one singular enemy in the room, which means that Lou's been there. It's not no survivors, which means I've been there.
This is the ones having a debate,
Yeah.
I believe. But
I like that you
couldn't
genuinely
weigh in on
can
the debate
tell.
'cause
You genuinely can tell every room that Lou's been in, by the way, from which has enemies in, because there is a blood naga and a dead body. Oh, you're in a bone room. If you roll a 1, you can get Abby out of whatever the hell trap she's stuck in. Because she's been stuck in a trap room for, like, 6 rounds.
Oh no.
Yep.
We have no idea what it is. Well, she keeps passing, failing, passing, failing, passing, failing. So she's not, like, dying or anything, but she's not escaping.
And Jones has been stuck in a loop of the same rooms because he keeps landing on the snake.
Yeah, I can only imagine, by the way, that Lou stands back up and goes back to drinking blood.
To be fair, they did finish it last time. Let's see now. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Alright, Jones, you're making progress again.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
If we go to the person first away, which is the point. The point. You are in the trap room. I believe it was the mimic one.
It was the mirror one.
It was the mirror
Oh,
one.
yeah, it's the
through
mirrors.
which
It was the mirrors. Yeah.
All of the Naga appear to be heavily lacerated by glass and are all unconscious. What would you like to do?
Oops, go to
Loot
keep and
that
roll.
body. Loot that body.
They're Nagas, they won't have good stuff on them. Unless they obviously do, in which
Scales.
case.
They do not. They do have
I'm
no
not
need for
spinning
it.
the unconscious Nagas.
Now
I
that,
will.
Juju, now.
And that's the difference between us.
That is the difference.
The, do we know if this treasure room's been looted yet or not?
Of course it has.
One,
Zoma's been past
Two in
it.
front of me. Okay.
Remember, Zoma has hit, I think, every single treasure room on the way up.
Okay, let's roll a 6 and go rescue Abby.
Including the one that I have the loot from. Including the one I have the loot from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have kitchenware. Oh yeah, I have a fucking soul cage or some random shit like that, don't I?
Who knows?
I don't know what it is, but it looks like a soul cage. You don't say what I imagine a soul cage would look like. I have a phylactery.
All right. You were going to Abby, you said? One,
Yeah,
two,
roll a
three,
6.
4, 5, 6. Okay.
Giving up on not metering it.
Uh, all right, let me see what we've got here. Okay, you find yourself, that's quite funny, once more in a room of mirrors.
Oh no, not again.
As you glance around, you notice that there isn't a cube in this room. However, you do see one reflected in the mirror in what should be the center of the room. You do not see Abigail.
Yeah. Well, given I came here on a meta, I don't know Abby is here. So, push against one of the mirrors.
You do so. It falls over and smashes.
7 more years bad luck. Add to your like 70,000 years of
Yeah,
bad luck.
one more doesn't change anything.
Nothing else happens.
Okay, not to-
It appears to be a mirror, just aisles and aisles of little desk mirrors, little like makeup and face mirrors, as well as a couple standing, large rectangular mirrors. One of which that you didn't realize wasn't actually secured to the ground and just tipped over by its own weight at the slightest nudge. Luckily, it didn't domino into several mirrors behind it, as that could have been catastrophic.
I'm wondering if it's just everything you can only see is reflected, so it's like the dice is actually there, just invisible.
Yeah, that's my next plan. Go to where the dice is reflected as being and kind of feel around.
All right, you do so. As you feel around the empty space in front of you, you don't find anything. The area there is devoid of any physical contact.
Okay. Back to inspecting the mirrors.
Give me an Arcana check.
Connor is there. I'll take it.
Nice.
Good.
You notice there's a slight distortion off your reflection in the mirror, and you realize it's because it's a an inverse reflection to what you're used to.
Okay.
Oh god, that looked weird. That looks so strange.
So, not a true reflection. And there is another point there mirroring me, just in the wrong direction.
Yeah, as if you're looking at a photograph instead of a reflection.
That would be so uncanny.
Yeah. Is anyone else here?
There is no response. You notice in several of the mirrors that the dice seems to be located ever so slightly differently than what you'd expect it to be in each of the mirrors.
Ooh.
Well, in lieu of better ideas, walking around, waving my hands in empty space.
Are you doing any
And
form of
approximately my
calculations
sight.
or literally just trying to do it at random?
If I can calculate where it's slightly off to, now knowing it's not a true reflection.
You can give me an
would.
investigation check.
Natural one. Natural one. Just flail.
25.
25, that's good.
25.
That's a good
Using
roll.
all the various reflections, you're able to triangulate down to where it should actually be in the room instead of just where you think it ought to be. And as you search in that area, it would have been, if you'd searched at random, probably taking you a couple hours to find it. But going straight for it, you manage to bump into the solid invisible cube that hovers into the air.
Ah, there it is. And give it a roll.
All right, what would you like to roll?
I presume someone else has done. Can I see the cube?
You can't. You can see it in the mirror. It looks like it was previously rolled a 3.
Okay. There's no good rolls on a. Let's roll a 2 just for fun. Unless that's gonna fuck things up.
No, that's fine. You roll a 2.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's an inverse die because it's invisible.
Inverse die. Yep. Fair enough.
You find yourself in a room with a blood naga and a spirit naga, but we'll come back to that in a little bit. Gwent, you find yourself in a bone room, a giant bony tail up popping from the ceiling, and all around you piles upon creatures, discarded bones. What would you like to do? You occasionally hear a giggle of fuck you.
Well, I don't like that. Okay, well, first things first, heal thyself. So I've got slightly better than 9. It's not great, but it will do.
850's not bad.
There's a... For some reason, I remember I had 2 dice, or anything doubles.
That is correct.
So I'm going to go for a 6.
Go for a 6.
Yeah, that puts you on the final one of this one, right? Ooh, one before, okay.
Now they bounce off and come back one.
Ah,
All right, and this is a treasure room that Zormir has not been to.
the
And
only one.
Okay.
I need to find my table. Here we go. Roll me a D100.
You managed to win yourself a blood naga.
90. A new car.
90. Let's see.
Actually, it's a
It's
goat.
a blood naga
Blood naga.
and their friends.
All
It's
right.
90 blood nagas, actually.
You find an ancient arrow of elven design.
Oh, shit.
Stand arrow.
Stand arrow. Did just finish season 5, by the way. On our JoJo adventure that me and a group of friends are doing.
Nice.
It was very good.
And gains a stand.
Quent's stand would definitely be just escape the
Have you?
stand.
Yeah.
Alrighty. But that's what you find in this beautiful chest at the center of the room next to the die. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we move on to the next character?
I mean, investigate the arrow, Arcana the arrow,
What's
something.
Give me an Arcana check.
What's the name of the song? What's the name of the song that goes run, run away, baby? What is that? What's its name?
No idea.
Because that's the name of Gwent's stand. That's the name of Gwent's stand.
As you look at the arrow, it does not appear to be magical in any way. However, inscribed at the tip of the arrow beneath the arrowhead, you find the symbol of what appears to be two combined die, almost melted into each other, crisscrossing each other.
Oh, it's literally called Runaway Baby. Okay. Help.
Like an infinity symbol kind of thing.
Yeah, but more pointy.
A sharp infinity
Hang on a minute.
symbol.
Okay.
Alrighty then. With that, we'll come back to you afterwards. As I need
Lewis
to
technically
roll
next, but they're doing things. So
3d6. Nope. One second.
I'm looking forward to seeing what weird cursed powers Lou gets for drinking all that very evil blood.
He gets the modifier moist.
Ugh.
Moist.
Which makes anyone around him
Warlock
slightly
level.
uncomfortable.
Level 1 warlock powers and the
Level
domain of
1
Blood
warlock!
Saga.
Lou is learning about new powers. Fuck you and Zormir, it is both of your turns. You are
which way do we
floating
wanna
in the
go?
void.
How about you go first? I think
You want to talk to the witness?
yeah.
Is the witness still here?
Her
Yeah.
eye still part of the cosmos. And do let me know how you fare with those abilities, Fuck you.
I mean, good so far.
And then
I
slams his
got
hand on
nothing
the buzzer.
left. You can buy the steel.
And what would you like to
just-
roll?
I just had a cool thought. You think those fangs work on items? So if a item has spells in it, you can bite the item and gain some spell slots from the item.
Maybe. You need to test it out.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's like I've got a spare. I've got an item that you can potentially bite for some stuff. So
That's true. Fuku, you find yourself in once more a battle arena as three serpentine figures hurl magic at each other. What would you like to do?
He's probably just gonna sit there and watch for a minute. Just see.
Give me a dexterity
and get some
saving
spell
throw
slots back.
to see if you can avoid everything.
Try and get some spell slots back. Stop biting him.
Yeah. Yeah, he completely whiffs that.
Your overconfidence has prevented you from getting out of the way of a stray spell quick enough. Let's see here. Let's give me a random spell to cast. Random spell generator, go! Ooh, wizard's
Fly.
only.
Polymorph. Giant ape.
Polymorph!
Suddenly, before your very eyes, is what appears to be a second spirit naga staring directly at you. What would you like to do?
Does it look like it's about to attack me, or?
It looks like it's about to it's hissing at something behind you.
Behind me. All right. Can I see this room's buzzer anywhere?
Yep, it's in the middle of the floor, in between the three serpentine figures that have taken cover and are firing across the square or across that center space. It is in the middle of Crossfire.
Okay.
Going up in there.
Fuck you's gonna like essentially laser, you know, the laser maze, like things that they use for like alarms and
Laser
that.
quest.
Yep.
Oh,
Is it-
da 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 da
Yeah.
da da.
so he's essentially gonna like flip, roll, and through all like the magic laser fire that's going on.
Okay. As a reminder, you are within 5 feet of this new spirit Naga. Would you like to disengage or provoke the opportunity attack?
Disengage from it,
All right, you disengage.
and then just like I say, yeah, run flipping towards the buzzer.
Alrighty.
Can I do that as an acrobatics?
You can. 1 sec, I'm just setting DC.
Okay.
Let's say 16. Okay, acrobatics check.
Okay, 16. That should be easy enough.
16 to avoid everything now that you're a bit more aware of your surroundings.
34.
Think you got it.
You are the most elegant laser avoiding machine possible.
I imagine just fuck you just walking, and everything's just missing him.
What's quite funny is if you glance,
the force is with me.
if you glance back at any point, you see several attacks just go through the minor illusion of the spiritual Naga.
Fair.
Because that's apparently what I wrote. Minor illusion on the spell. It was a fake Naga designed to taunt you and waste up your disengage.
Oh well.
I can.
You get to the die, but we'll get to that next time.
Yep.
Still well and striking your way through the thing, going.
Possible.
Just slight warp.
Zormir, you find yourself alone with the witness in the cosmos of space. What would you like to do?
I believe you wanted to discuss something with me.
Did I? I appear to have been distracted by your companion. Remind me what it was I wanted to discuss with you.
I don't know. You just said that you had something. You were going to ask me or something, I believe.
It could have been an update on the spell, like codex thing you've got.
What could that have been? It's been so long since you vanished.
Yes, we had a
It's been
run
about
with
20 minutes.
running with death.
I am aware the Reaper now lives. Quite frankly, Zormir, I must say I'm a little envious that you would help his ascent over mine.
Ooh.
I thought you were to be my champion, but here I am, still only half a being.
Well, getting into the Rainbow Wall and destroying all the Arcanites is quite a challenge.
We haven't killed the undead court yet either.
Maybe it was too big a task for you.
If there was something else that would aid in your coming and of being, that was a bit less daunting a task.
I've got a suspicion that there's a few things which would do it, considering what we've just done.
There are plenty of ways to do so, but you were to discover them in your journey through the Rainbow Wall. I myself don't know what will bring me into being. I'll just know it when I see it. But you haven't been proactive in finding a way through. Have you met any of the beings of crystal that hail from the wall?
No, but we know of one.
And why have you not gone directly there yet?
Finally, someone's agreeing with Alvina!
By pointing someone like Alvina in the right direction sometimes isn't easy. And she has
She's
her
been
own
complaining we didn't go and check on her, to be fair.
I see.
It was Zormir that was against it.
I must confess, I feel as if I have not taken priority in your life.
Wow.
That is your prerogative, but you are the champion who holds both my index and my ring. And if you are not to use them in my ascent, maybe they would be better given to someone who would prioritize me.
So be more proactive and bring you into being. I can do that.
That would be much appreciated, yes. Now, I suppose I am anything if not understanding, and given that the task I set you was a little beyond your capabilities, is there anything I can do to and something of a small nature, I must say. I haven't been given a lot of energy as of late. Is there anything I can do to assist you, my champion?
Well, we know of what allows us to enter some of the, what was it, the ancient Arcanite?
Arcanite vaults.
Arcanite vaults?
The ancient Arcanite. Oh, no, you're thinking
one's
of
Jones
the
again.
Etherean vault.
Alright, I see.
The first civilization, or the stable civilization in this realm / universe.
Would any of their technology help in progressing your ascent back into this world?
As I mentioned earlier, Zormir, if you would listen to me, I do not know what it is that will help my ascent. I will simply know it when I see it. I need you to go and find more of these then.
Yep.
Have you
I had
sought out any bastions of technology as of late?
Yes, actually.
Have
Not immediately
have
recently,
but if I could have the blood to actually enter these a bit more without the assistance of our wolf friend, it would make these a bit easier, I'd say, to access these things.
There may be a small spell I can weave into existence. I am not sure what the side effect would be, you understand. This would have to be a spell that has never come before, and therefore will not have been tested. And I do not have access to the test studio that the Arcanites have.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Very well.
Whenever.
Then let it be so. I will remake you.
I have a request for the name of the spell, Chris.
Yeah.
Malpractice. Please.
She cast the 10th level spell Malpractice on you.
Yeah!
Yay.
Okay.
This can only go well.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Hey, good. You didn't just have an incredibly painful biological reaction. That's a good start. You didn't immediately drop dead from having the wrong blood in you. Good start.
It is done. You may journey forth now with your new blood.
Okay. Oh, you rolled a 2. Oh, roll a 3.
I'm gonna thank her.
1,
Damn.
2, 3. I know.
Hey, what a champion.
What a prick.
Champion.
What a prick. No wonder she's looking for a new champion.
Going for champion your resurrection. Sorry, that was.
Should have said it in front of her. Too late now.
That is Bob being very fucking warm and hot and just trying to get on and actually let someone else have a turn instead of me trying to keep on. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Sorry.
You're judged by the actions in the campaign, not by your roleplay standards. Because at that point, I'm pretty sure everyone would be your enemies. None of you are particularly polite.
Yeah.
I am.
It's
Sometimes.
surprisingly polite. She's just also very aggressive. Like,
Oh, that's fair. You know what? I take it back. The point would make friends of everyone. Unfortunately, they're let down by their company.
yeah, also true.
Yeah.
And the point's actions would also probably let them down a lot.
Oh yeah, I'd
The
be
very-
polite to the wrong person and just get fucked
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah,
It's like, hey, why is he being polite to the evil tyrant?
yeah.
Get him! All right. Alvina, you find yourself in a derelict, dead aisle of the of IKEA. What would you like to do?
Press the 5. I don't actually know where 5 is going, but press the 5.
Press the 5. Let's find out.
I can't remember. I said, can't remember which direction we're going. Yeah, I'm going backwards. Okay.
Alrighty then. You find yourself face to face with a water naga.
Oh.
Headbutt.
As I pull up a water naga stat block. The water naga rears towards you upon your arrival. They were currently examining the die. And as they stare at you, they hiss, and in common they scream, "Defiler of the great spirit! Murderer!
Oh yeah, I ate him. I ate him.
Dwarfs!"
And I'll attack back. I could eat.
Give me a initiative check.
12.
+3. Let's see who gets to go first. You
Yay!
Blender time.
The Naga has begun casting a second level spell at you. As you watch as it hisses open its mouth, and as its tongue kind of almost flicks the glyphs into the air in front of it, you see it coalescing this arcane energy into the glyphs of a 2-circle image. Or what would you like to do? Oh, yep, your attack, I see. 25. You bloody it.
Yeah.
You bloody it some more. How much even is that actually? Have you killed it? You might genuinely have.
I killed it. That is 17 plus 17 plus 20. So it's 34 plus 20, so 50.
It's got 4 health left.
Bang.
Brings the hammer down.
Yeah, the Naga dead. You don't get a turn. It dead.
Okay, that's convenient. Alvina's going to pick it up and put it in the giant chest that she's got strapped to her back.
Oh dear lord.
And take a bite.
Yep.
Just why not?
Yep, I see.
Water Naga body.
Alrighty then. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get it.
It's like, oh, I could eat. Beats monster to death. Puts in crate.
Alrighty then. We return then back to the point.
Oh, even less options.
Less options now. The point. You find yourself amidst I believe is a spirit naga and a blood naga.
Hi.
Ooh, new fresh blood. If our truce still holds, may I have this morsel of a snack? Do with it as you will. I'm trying to concentrate.
Wait.
Excellent. Come here, snack. I'm going to eat you.
Guys have a truce. Dashing straight for the dice.
Give me a dexterity saving throw as the blood naga throws itself at you. it's hungry.
Nope.
Ow.
Okay, one second. Ooh, that's pretty good strength.
Yeah, Naga's are strong.
22 to grab you and grapple around you.
Yep.
Hey. Yes. What does your blood taste like, puny mortal? What are you? You do not look like any of the creatures in the training grounds. Or the
Do not
proving
have-
grounds? What did I name it? Proving grounds.
Yeah,
Wait.
Proving Grounds is what the
If
big
you-
central area is.
Don't have dwarves. Where I'm from, you have to build up a tolerance to dwarf blood.
I don't know why, but I assume that the point's blood tastes like almonds.
Yeah.
I don't know why, that just immediately came to mind, like within a second. So
I'll take it.
Roll me a persuasion or deception choice. Your choice.
Okay, I think slightly better persuasion. Yes, a much better persuasion.
I was about to say, how are you only slightly better at?
You watch as the Blood Naga hesitates a little bit. And then he is going to attempt to actively incite you. I think you're lying to me.
I mean, he's telling
No.
the truth, technically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they
telling
are.
the It's due to blood alcohol, but
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I can cleanse your blood in my system before I can take on any of the effects. Now stay still so I can bite you.
no.
Two very differing versions of how to deal with
Right,
Nagas that I mean.
Escape.
All right, give me a initiative check to see who gets to go first.
Okay.
You have to beat a 9.
Not you. Oh,
Well-
you. I thought that was the point. We're all
Alright,
getting
you have a-
very low rolls at the moment for these.
Strip. You used up all your luck defeating death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you have a chance to free yourself before the Blood Naga strikes in and bites you.
Right. Okay, that'll do.
Backflip.
You manage to squeeze your way out, but you are still within melee of the Blood Naga. What are you doing next?
Do I have any teleportation spells?
Do you have Misty Step left? Do you have any spells left?
I've got
Actually, you've got a lot of blood levels.
3 first levels and 2 third levels left.
Fireball.
I just look over my shoulder. Are you going to be offended if I start fighting this guy to the Spirit Naga?
The Spirit Naga like barely looks up. A truce is not an alliance. Do as you please.
Nod. Just going to firebolt him right in the mouth.
Pew!
All right, go for it.
It's not a boss monster.
Ooh, he is got an 18 defense, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, and I don't have anything I can
As
boost
he
that with.
ducks underneath you, and he's going to go in for a strike of 26.
That hits, weirdly.
As he bites you for 16 piercing damage, and I need a con save against poison.
And it's not ingested poison, so...
And you're not an actual dwarf, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, decent con save.
Or half as much damage on a successful one. Okay, so you'll still take half of this. Or
Jesus.
26 poison damage.
Uh-oh.
I forget the Blood Nagas are actually quite high level.
Oh, that's so tasty. I've been starved for months.
Poor guy.
Wait, hang on.
I'm going to drain you like... Well, I don't know what a comparable thing would be for you.
Coconut.
Who keeps saying that? Why are the intercoms on?
I still have it.
Alvina's just yelling random foodstuffs occasionally, and it's
I
getting.
do.
It's just, she's not sure why. She gets the compulsion.
Wait, if you've not tried dwarf blood, do you like gourmet blood?
Gourmet blood? Whatever do you mean?
Blood's taken from an immortal being.
Why do you
Blood
have
of
that?
an immortal blood.
Immortal or claims to be immortal.
Oh, that's fine. I was like, yeah, I understand why your dad fuck you.
Long story, traveling companion, voodoo dolls, weird.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Let me go, and you can have the voodoo doll that is in my bag, soaked in the blood of a seemingly immortal being.
Why wouldn't I just drain you and kill you and take it after you from your corpse?
It's in a bag of holding. You need me to get it out.
Does he have proficiency in Arcana? I'm pretty sure that's not how bags of holding work. You're trying to deceive me.
Do you see what's on my back?
A bag, yes.
Body Merida. I make magic items. This isn't a regular bag of holding. It's my bag of holding.
It's made out of a platinum dragon.
Yeah, it is made out of platinum dragon scales.
It is unusual. I don't recognize the design. Do I want the blood more? Dwarven blood tastes quite fiery, I must admit. I have had a sample, I suppose, and I'll be able to track you wherever you go from now on. Very, very well. But if this immortal blood proves to be unsatisfactory, I'll make you my new personal goal. Hand over the doll.
Well, I'm going to go to the dice, place it on the floor, and then hit the dice. Okay? Oh, you
You
can't
do
see the
so.
dice. I'm going to go over there, place it on the floor, and then run.
Alright, you do so. What would you like to roll?
Let's roll a 6.
Get the hell out of there.
5, 6.
Oh! Yay. You also end up with a witness who's in the market for a new. Ah, there she is!
Yay!
Well, the witness would be
You
an interesting
material.
conversation with Abby, actually.
You materialize as you appear to be floating in a gravity-less void. Two large eyes blinking in the background as you notice Abigail floating, slowly spinning up and down, rotating in the space as she floats. And you overhear a snippet of conversation. So, are you like Zormir's adopted mum or something?
So, hey guys, just you aware I'm here. Don't keep speaking as if I'm not here. I don't want to eavesdrop.
Ah, the point! Oh, it's good to see a familiar face. I have been going back and forth between identical rooms and I'm not quite sure what's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They're not quite all the same. We can work out where to go together.
Okay. Okay, just give me a second. I'm trying to figure out who this voice is.
Voice?
Yeah, you see the blinking eyes? Hello. Right. Hello, Point. Welcome to my domain. You just missed Zormir and Fukyu.
Ah, such a shame on one of them.
But it's good of
Yeah,
you to
fuck you's
drop
great
by.
company.
To ask you for a favor, the Point.
Okay.
You see, I'm worried that Zormir might be a little hopeless.
We're all thinking.
Yes.
We've met him. It's okay.
And I was hoping that you might assist him in his task to revive me. Or I suppose revive's not quite the right word. Bring me forth.
Okay.
He showed such promise at first, but as of late his efforts have been lacking.
Nodding.
Although that does bring me to another question I've been wanting to ask you, and now seems as appropriate time as any. The Point?
Yes.
Why do you despise me?
How so?
Well, you don't talk to me. Zormir, while he may be hopeless, at least always talked with me when I appeared. Why don't you?
I wasn't aware you were present.
So a subconscious bias then, I see. Well, I suppose there is naught to be done. We may never talk outside of this instance then, if you still deny me, even if subconsciously.
I will try to be aware of you in future.
I fear that while you say that, you do not comprehend what would actually be entailed. Not why you still hide the full extent of your magic.
I'm afraid I'm also unaware what that means.
Yes, it is a crying shame.
Turns out the point's a level 20 wizard this entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, wish. Yeah, I do that every night. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well then, I suppose there's not much else we can talk about then. My best wishes to you, the point. And, Miss Abigail, consider what I have said. I will.
I'm happy. Happy Abby's
Witness, Professor Witness, Doctor Witness, the Witness. Mrs.
The witness will suffice.
Could you give me a hint about unlocking that true power?
Oh, that is not my journey to divulge to you. That is your journey.
All research is built on the work of others.
It's
Just
true,
points in the right direction.
unfortunately, I can't... okay?
Right, are you seeing a forest?
A forest?
No, she's mentioned the Ikea. The Naga can't see the rooms.
No, I see us floating in space. The point, it looks like a 3's already been rolled.
Fourth?
Four then? Are there rules on not rolling the same number twice in a row? I can't
Yes,
remember.
there is. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way you can't follow each other. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was
Okay.
specifically designed to get you guys to not just all cluster to one room.
Okay, I'm not sure I'll be able to follow you then. If you do a number, I'll do one more and then...
Oh yeah, that's what Gwent wanted to do. Although it kind of broke down. Gwent never met me at our mating place.
Immediately broke down.
Time.
Within
It was a
seconds.
good idea, though.
It was a really
It was
good
a
idea.
great
Unfortunately,
idea.
one of you immediately hit a worm, I think, or a bone knob.
Keep going forward. If you hit a bone snake, that means you've gone backwards. Try to avoid those, maybe? Keep a map.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll the point? And also the witness is still watching, so if you could be a little bit more competent, maybe that would help you.
Okay. Roll a 4. I'll do a 3 and then a 1.
Okay. Oh, she needs to be up here.
Yeah, something's in that room.
Gonna work.
It won't at all work because
Oh,
you're gonna hit
no.
Zormir's room, which is gonna take you up a level.
Mm-hmm.
The point. What would you like to roll?
Let's do a 3 and then a 1. Or a 3
Zormir!
and then Zormir.
You materialize next to Zormir.
Hello?
Oh.
What brings you here?
I was just chatting to giant space lady. Abby was there. I need to roll a 1 to catch up with her.
Okay, but you're upper floor. You not
You don't
see the
know that.
ladder?
You don't know that, yeah.
There's technically a ladder. You hear Zormir up at the top of the ladder. Also, you see 2 dice in this room. One to the left and one to the right.
Ah, balls.
You've abandoned Abby immediately.
Yeah.
Again,
I
this is
know.
the second time this has happened.
Maybe Gwen to run into her.
And
Okay, we'll come back to this in a second, so we need to wrap up there. We're
Yeah.
at 9, so I'm just gonna quickly do Fukyu and Gwen and Avina, see where they end up, so I know what's happening next round. Fukyu, you are about to hit the die. What would you like to roll?
One.
One!
Manages to get up the ladder.
You materialize
I
with
got
the point in Zormir.
hello again.
Hi, fuck you.
Wait,
Have you seen
how
Abby?
did you get it?
We'll come back to that next week. Gwent, you're in the treasure room. What would you like to roll?
All sixes, baby.
All sixes.
Yeah, I'm trying to speed run.
1, 2,
That's Gwen's plan now. Fast wins.
I think that's the trap room,
7,
isn't it? If it bounces off
8.
that wall.
No idea. Don't know this.
Yeah, I was like, I think it is.
10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I was right.
I don't even know where Gwent is in a minute.
Gwen's in the trap room behind you.
Ah, yeah.
Let's see what the trap is. The spider trap.
Ooh.
I think I'll need to take a note of that. Gwent in spider web trap. Giant spider gonna snack tonight.
It's actually the famous horse-eating spider.
It is. Gwent, you find yourself suddenly in a room filled of crisscrossing silk sticky webs. As you move and look around, you catch on one and find yourself, with any additional struggle, becoming more and more trapped to the web. You hear something chittering in the darkness out of sight. We'll come back to that next week. And last but not least, Alvina.
Finish stuffing the very bloody Naga corpse into my chest for later. And well, 5 was useful last time, so we're gonna hit 5 again.
Dan, I was
I've got
kind of
me
hoping you'd do 3 and just end up in the same room with
I
everyone.
was very tempted, but I want to see if there's something else cool.
5, you say?
Yeah. Just because it's like the end of a week one. If we were going longer, I'd go to the other one. Yeah, another trap.
I'm excited for another trap.
I've only hit one trap room so far.
Another.
Hilariously. It's a shame I didn't get the spider room. The spider room would have been entertaining for Alvina.
Who eats who first?
Well, I can't be tangled in the webs, so.
Okay.
Web on fire.
So you materialize in a very almost like Halloween creepy aisle of IKEA. There appears to be fake spiders dangling from shelves, little plastic pitchforks,
Scythe
little
and skulls.
pumpkin candy bowls, a
Yes.
variety of different things. It's also very dim light here, but it has a almost more sinister dimness to it than the rest of IKEA. The dimness almost seems to be doubled in its intensity. And as you glance towards the die in the middle of the room, you notice a small wooden totem pole, only like maybe like just slightly larger than your hand, almost a decoration mantelpiece, sitting on the die.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna get some Halloween decorations. Good.
Okay. What would you like to do after that?
I want to have a look at the totem pole.
As you get within 20 feet of the totem pole, you immediately start laughing and become incapacitated.
Like that.
That's funny.
Accurate.
as you you were unable to move forward while you were laughing, and but you are able to move back. And as you move back a foot out of the range, you stop laughing.
She will giggle to herself a little bit, I think, there.
Yep. But anytime you come within 20 foot off the idol, you become uncontrollably unable to stop laughing and are unable to move forward. We'll come back to that next week, as that is where we're going to end for tonight of part 3 of Death's Domain as we come to conclusion, and we will return next time, presumably next week, unless the weather murders us all, which is entirely possible.
No, it's week after, week off.
Yeah. Or if enough people are off and have plans, etc. But we'll return for what could potentially be the last leg of the journey to the palace of the now defeated Salvin.
Fuck you,
What will the
palace.
players? Fuck you, palace. What will the players find there? Only time will tell.
Hopefully, primal
Thank you
water.
for watching. That's true. It's true. Tune in next time. Good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.